Alright, everybody, I think we should be good to go. A bit more of a late night stream. I know we don't stream on my days off, but I managed to stream twice on my day off. But it's been pretty interesting. I'll do a little bit of a recap here once maybe we get like 20 people on the stream or something like that, maybe more. I know the streams usually build up from here, but I feel like I'll be explaining the same thing over a few different times tonight, guys. All right. But yeah, it's a late time. Most people on the East Coast are probably going to bed or in bed, and those in the those on the West Coast, we're probably just chilling before we head to bed and have to everybody going to work tomorrow, right? Let me move this over here very fast. Go to the watch list is right here. All right, I'll give a little bit of a breakdown of what's going on. Hope you guys have all been doing pretty well. Thank you guys so much for giving the video a like. I do appreciate it a lot. Hey, Kevin Lim, hope you're doing very well today or tonight. Excuse me. Wherever you are, we have people from all across the world in this in this channel here, so I try not to be too specific about the time zones, except for when the day candles are changing. So let me actually just break this down to 4 hours ago. Maybe best to just go to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, okay. So we did break out a few hours ago out of this high right here, right? Peak. We broke out, but if you guys remember what happened over here. If I can pull up Twitter here. Whale trades, showed us that we got heavily shorted. We had about $30 million of shorts going on right now at that moment in time, and it really knocked us on our butts. But what happened? We managed to hold, took a little bit more of a dip, but what do you know? We ended up coming back up here pretty nicely, and so far, it's working out. Stop. Sorry guys, I have a puppy, and he's been trying to bite my my Ethernet cables all freaking day. But yeah, so now we're here. Hey, don't bite my shoelaces. This little guy's trying to bite everything. And there we go. We just had a new level of resistance. Let's see what this is. 56,651. 56,651, I think it was. Nope. Jeez, what was it? 561. There we go. Okay. And we just broke through that again. Now, on the 5, we have not actually held above it yet, so this is still not a confirmed breakout. On the 1, we broke out of it, but we need more than the 1 minute to actually break above these types of charts, right? Or to break above these levels of resistance. We want to first break up and hold above with the 5-minute chart, then the 15-minute chart, and so forth until we hit the day chart. Now, of course, the day candle is actually, we still have like 20 hours left, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But short term, guys, we'll let this consolidate, and we're hoping that it has a nice little pop up here. So maybe you guys want to actually put a little bit of a day trade on or something like that if you want to. What I'm most happy about is if we do continue to pop up here, you guys may or may not have noticed that yesterday, according to the day candles, or earlier today, a lot of crypto had dropped about 5 to 6%, in some cases about 9-10%, okay? Well, hopefully those levels will recover over the next day or two as Bitcoin looks to hold on to this level, okay? Let me do one thing here, though. Move here. There we go. All right. Make sure I'm seeing you guys and stuff. Hey, Brandon, good seeing you tonight. Hey, good seeing you as well. Things looking good for Bitcoin? Yeah, so far so good. It was pretty bum mood when we got hit with this a few hours ago. I was like, geez, I actually had another stream going up right here, but my little dog right here that's busy biting everything because he's teething, little puppy, he caused me to turn off the stream a lot early because he was biting up everything. He was throwing a little bit of a fit. Not entirely sure why. But yeah, so I'm gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna take a small position on Bitcoin here. And I'll have a very tight stop loss. That stop loss will be right around here at about 56,242. So not too far away. It's just a fun play. I'm not really investing a lot of money here. It's just because I really want to see Bitcoin pop up, right? Let's see. Hey, Vipwolf, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin? How much and where to buy? Well, I mean, right now, I just bought some a few seconds ago. That's what I was just doing on this side of the screen. You can choose to buy along if you want to, if you can see this continue to break out. But again, just as far as YouTube goes, I can't say I'm a financial advisor and I can't tell you what to do. I can open myself up to lawsuits, stuff like that. But, I want to see this go up. I mean, so far we're looking at some pretty good momentum. We are running into a little bit of resistance at the moment, so maybe after we break out a little bit more, you can take a little bit of a nibble if you want to. But yeah, so I've taken a position, if that means anything, but it's a small position, nothing large. So that's just me. Put this right here. And then as we kind of watch this kind of go on, you can see it's at the line right now. Hopefully it's able to continue up. Hopefully. We'll have to wait that bad boy out. We can actually do a little bit of a 15-minute check, or let's do a 4-hour check. 4-hour check on just some of these other coins. My man, you got to stop biting my wheels. You got to stop biting my chair. Let me belly for a second. There you go. You got to stop biting stuff, man. You buy him toys. You spend a lot of money on the toys, and he doesn't. What do you call? There you go. See if you can chew on that. Let's see. But yeah, so sorry about the dog. Why is Doge always a letdown? I'll talk about that a little bit later. Doge is usually something you buy, it pops, you buy, it pops, you buy, it pops, so it's repeat. Unless you're holding long. I have some Doge I'm holding long term, but until, if you don't really want to swing trade it too much, because most of the time after it breaks out, that's exactly when you want to sell, and you want to wait a little bit of time before you actually buy back into Dogecoin. That's something we've all kind of had to learn, unfortunately, over the past few months, because Doge has been a letdown. I will admit that. Now, not to everybody. I still bought at 0.0024, so I sold most of mine at 50 cents. Excuse me. So I'm not too concerned about it. But for the Doge I have right now, I of course want Doge to continue to go up. Okay, so right here on the this is the 4-hour charts I'm going to be breaking down for you guys. This is Ethereum on the 4-hour. You saw that big drop. It's recovering pretty darn nicely at the moment. Matic broke down, but it is recovering. We'll see how much this is allowed to. This is able to recover. 88 broke down slightly. Let's just say slightly, but it was able to hold on. So, it still has a chance to break out above this 200 moving average and this ultimate trend line that you see way up here. Okay. Next we have XRP. Did not break down. Still holding strong after the breakout here. It's been grinding up ever since. Looks fine. BitTorrent almost broke down. Actually, you could have actually had a really good buying in position right here. And I mean, it wouldn't have been a huge profit, but 3-4% profit, maybe a little bit more if the day continues to go well. Not a bad idea. Anytime you could buy on the trend line is a good day indeed, right? Ethereum Classic broke down, trying to recover back up here. Eventually, this will turn into something more like this, okay? Which, it's okay, but it's not the best, because eventually this is going to have a little bit more of a dip. Litecoin broke down. We will have to adjust this. Now it's not tap, 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 tap. Now we're only going to have 2 points of contact, which makes this trend line a little bit weaker. Maybe, no, let's just call it 2, because it's that one and that one. This one technically doesn't touch right there. XLM. So this actually broke down. I'll move this line as right here. But something that did happen, it actually hit the old trend line, and that's what it decided to bounce off of. I mean, like, almost there. Practically on it right there. So that was a nice level to buy. That's why I have some of these old trend lines here, for these types of reasons, because eventually it does matter. EOS broke down. We'll have to adjust this one as well. It's trying to recover. We'll see if it's able to. STMX still looks okay. This one's actually still down for the day, but I feel like it's just popped so much. It's just taking a little bit of a breather. I'm hoping it can stay above this 0.03244 level, and that's what I'll be looking for over the next few days. Sol broke down, already back up. On the day candle, that's pretty much, I wouldn't have to live with that. I'll probably adjust it here in the next few hours. FTM broke down below the trend line here. That's okay. This thing is still looking okay. I'm hoping that over the next few days this continues to pop up and break out. Luna looking fine. Luna actually looks pretty darn bullish compared to a lot of other stuff. So, all right, this one. Shiba still working in this pennant. It looks okay. Sheep has to break out in the next 1 to 2 days, or it will fall pretty drastically. That's just the pattern. You guys have probably seen this pattern a lot. It's a flag pattern, and usually it gets weaker and weaker until it eventually falls off a cliff, right? You'll see it happen a day before it falls off the cliff, so just be careful of that. And last, we have BSV. Broke down, but I don't really consider this too crazy, just because if you look at the trend line, that's not really the main trend line. The main trend line is right there, right? So, looks okay. Hopefully it's able to pop. Looks like it's been losing a little bit every day here over the last few days, but I mean, it had a big breakout. What do you expect? All right, now let's go back over here to Bitcoin, see what's going on. Still trying to hold. Let's see what happens over the next few minutes, though. I'm hoping Bitcoin can make a little bit of a move here. Mostly trading a little bit of a channel, actually. Let's see. I can adjust this here just for now. A little bit more of a channel is what we're looking at. Hopefully we're able to break out above that. Let's see. Hey, Blair, shot caller man. Oh, for real. What the heck? Oh, sorry, my phone fell. No shot caller for him, but man, he gets put in the kennel when he does something bad. This guy has been a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt today. Today of all days, I have no idea why. Let's see. Kept buying the dip and got my Doge average down from 48 to 32. LOL. I mean, that's the process, my man. That's a process. Let's see. Hey, Robbie. I mean, you can sell your Dogecoin if you want to. Nobody's going to stop you, my man. It's up to you. Some people are holding for the long term, some are not. It just really depends on what you guys want to do. Hey, Steve, my man. Hope you're doing pretty well. Hey, Tom. I bet you hear this all the time, but the little Inu coins are a nice quick plays. Just got in on Charizard. Inu will leave when the 2 zeros disappear. I know how silly it all sounds, but profit is profit. Yeah, I mean, I bought some sheep a few months ago, and I was like, it's going to pop eventually. And it did pop. I made some money, so, you know, it was nice to see. Let's see. Hey, Blair, allows Cajun from Louisiana here. Ooh. That sounds pretty good right there. I haven't had dinner yet. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm thinking of just making a little wrap, and I'll be good to go for tonight. Of course, I decided to use the simulation on Bidget and the login rather than real money. Dude, that happens all the time. You'll be surprised how much smarter you are using simulation money rather than real money. That's the only thing that really ticks me off. Like, it happens to everybody. Simulation money is so much easier, right? So much easier. And it almost comes to the point of it's just a crazy thing. Dude, stop biting stuff. You don't have to bite stuff. You don't have to. He's trying to eat up the carpet. He's trying to chew up my chargers and all types of crazy stuff. Let's see. He actually broke this thing on my headphones here. I left it on the ground by accident. He chewed it all apart. I put it back together and like seal it back up. Freaking crazy dog. Let's see. Please help a Bridget. Is there a way to put money into my account using the card so I can start longing and shorting? Well, yeah. What you have to do is you have to go over here to Bidget, and then what you do is you go to buy crypto, and then right there, purchase. I'll pay with enter the amount you want to pay. You're going to get Bitcoin. I recommend getting USTD just in case there's some volatility with Bitcoin, right? Payment method, you can go Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, whatever. If you have a MasterCard. If you have Visa. Most of you guys probably won't be going through your phones, but if you do, there's tons of other stuff here. You can even do bank transfer or Pay ID if you really want to go that far out, okay? And then once you do all that type of stuff, you're going to hit purchase, and it's going to take you to this Mercurio third party who's going to conduct the transaction, get you your crypto, and they're going to pay a fee for it, okay? So I don't know exactly how much the fee is going to cost, but if I want to do this, please complete KYC, please, I'm pretty sure I've done this, but who knows? And then you're going to go through that process right there, okay? And that's the process on how to do it. Personally, I just like moving money from wallet to wallet, but if you want to do this, you can do it right here by going to the buy crypto section, okay? All right, still waiting on this, making a little bit of move. Meanwhile, Ethereum, you're seeing altcoins actually take up some ground here. Seeing altcoins, BitTorrent's currently at 4%. Ethereum Classic's up about 3.5%. Litecoin's up about 4%. XLM's up about 4%. So you are seeing some moves coming in here so far. Let's see. Try having 4 kids, bub. Nope. A dog is because I don't want to have kids. At least right now. I'm fine chilling out, enjoying my life, going wherever I want to go without having to worry about, extra cost or something like that. I usually fly first class everywhere, and if I had to fly first class with a wife and kids, I'd be like, sorry, y'all are going in economy. I'm up here. I'm up staying up front. Let's see. What about the app on the phone? Same process. It's just looking. I actually haven't done the one on the phone, but I know it's the same type of process where you still go through this Mercurio people. That's the best I can tell you for that. I don't use the app too much except for logging in and maybe checking on my plays every now and again. I prefer to do actual business when it comes to moving money between platforms or using credit card information, usually on websites. That's just how I usually like to do it, unless I'm specifically trying to do Apple Pay or something like that. But if you do have any problems, don't feel bad if you miss out on a potential trade, or if this trade goes up or down and you miss out on shorting or longing, okay? Don't worry about it. Because there's always going to be another play. Don't try to rush this and make a mistake doing something else. If you're having any type of issues like moving money over there or doing the third party system, just contact Bidget. They'll be happy to help you out. Don't try to force it, and don't feel like you need to trade right now. You really don't. As much as I love what Bitcoin's doing and all this other crazy stuff about that's Ethereum. As much as I love what Bitcoin's doing here and how it's making moves and whatnot, I'm totally fine if I miss out on one big move, because I know there's always going to be another one. There's always going to be another one. Volatility is what makes Bitcoin so beautiful. It's not the fact that it just goes up, you know, over long periods of time, and you know, it's the fact that it goes down and back up, like very fast, very quickly. Look at this, boo, huge swings. That's a lot of profits if you guys are doing day trades, something like that, right? Nice, easy breakout, pop, right? Over and over again, you're going to see tough stuff like this. So don't feel like you need to make every single trade, because I guarantee you don't have to make every single trade. A few days ago here, let's see, where was that? I missed, maybe the 15-minute chart will have it. Is it right here? No, it's right here. I missed this breakout right here, okay? I was sleeping. I didn't just pop in right here or even later on just try to catch the trade, okay? What I ended up doing is like, okay, well, I woke up and I'm right here. Should I try to buy in? No, I was like, you know what? There's gonna be another trade later on. I'll make it up, okay? Don't feel like you guys have to rush these trades, because it doesn't do you any good to actually try to rush into a trade. Usually, by the time you try to rush into a trade, the trade that you're looking for is usually already gone. I've learned that the hard way a few times here. Go back to Ethereum. Doing okay, boy? Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, I think he's about to take a nap. That's perfect for me. And you're seeing Bitcoin on the 5, still trying to make a little bit of a move. I'll go back to Bitcoin on the 1 so we can just see what it looks like on the 1 minute chart here. Still looking okay. Let's see. Hey, Tom, I appreciate the content. Thanks for the sound advice. Hey, dude, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very, very much. Hey, Warjack, yeah, it's the Express tab. Hey, Monster, Doge has been moving slower than Bitcoin for a while now, dude. It's just the way it's been. What happens with Dogecoin normally, guys, is we're trying to see if Bitcoin's looking to actually really take this momentum. Like, Bitcoin is bullish right now, guys. It's very, very bullish, but we are getting stopped, right? Like, there are walls ahead of us that are just getting mounted on each other, like, time after time after time. We've broken out a few different times here, right? Remember, we were consolidating around here for a little bit. Before that, we were consolidating around here and here, right? And even up higher points, right? And every single time we had these little breakouts, we got slammed back down, slammed back down. We broke out before here, right? We broke it above this, slammed back down. Let's see what happens here, right? The short-term history would tell us we're going to get slammed down, but just the fact that we're fighting this hard, you know, shorts have to run out of ammo eventually. Otherwise, they're going to start losing money because we're going to keep on popping up, right? I mean to ask you, why do you think Tesla pump and dump Thursday and Friday afternoons? Tesla always has a lot of flow, so I can't point to it as any explanation. You know, I've never found that out myself, why Tesla does that. I kind of just always assume it's part of the process where you might see increased volatility, and I'm assuming that's just because a lot of people are trading options on it. Part of me just thinks there's so much options volume going on in Tesla right these days that everybody's watching to see what happens in those options market, and they're just kind of trading off of that in a way that doesn't make sense to me. Like if I go over here to Cheddar Flow, right, and I'm looking up some data. Okay, let's say I'm looking at Tesla calls. Oh, I actually have a comment there. There we go. All right. Now maybe let's go for this. What expired? Yeah, there we go. This all expired on Friday, right? Look at all these calls that expired Friday. Like so many calls, all in the money, of course. All crazy, crazy amounts of flow. And if we go over here to flow overview, we go to most active, you'll see on Friday, right, $97.4 million of options flow was traded for Tesla. That includes calls and puts. That is absolutely insane. Look at the next top, the next best one, BABA at 11. BABA at 11, Tesla at 97. Now, there might be other stuff close to Tesla, maybe SPY, maybe. But I don't think they have actual indexes here, or the ETFs. Look at Tesla, 76.6 million positive flow, only 20 million bullish flow. So far, everybody was buying a whole bunch of Tesla, and I mean a whole bunch of Tesla. So while we wait for Bitcoin to make its move, it's still trading within this channel, guys. Be patient with it. As we take a quick look at Tesla here, I like Tesla. I have a lot of Tesla in my retirement account. Now I bought Tesla like, well, it's a little bit weird because Tesla actually had a split here, but I bought it a long time ago, and I'm up considerably on my Tesla plays. But as we look at Tesla here, just waiting for Bitcoin to make a move here, guys. You see it's still climbing on this trend here, still climbing pretty well. It might be due for a little bit more of a drop here pretty soon. But if I were to... Let me take off some of these moving averages just so I can draw an actual trend line here. That's probably right there. Pretty soon it is going to have to make a move whether it wants to pop up again or if it wants to take a little bit more of a dip and come back down towards the 750 range, okay? So far looking pretty darn good. We'll have to wait and see how this turns out because this original breakout was a flunk, right? Failed again. Right here, kind of went up, failed. And this is because of all the market volatility we're seeing. And then finally we had a decent breakout. We actually broke out, and you see we're making positive moves here, okay? I didn't trade Tesla at all after I got burned the first time. I was like, you know what, the market conditions are a little funky. I want to be careful. And this was all the way back in June. I stopped trading on Tesla. Mostly because the theta was extremely high for those options calls. So every single day I'd be losing money even if Tesla was going up a few bucks. It was nuts how high the theta was. But yeah, so I made a little bit of profit on the first trade. The second trade I was like, eh. And I also made some money off of this trade right here. It was, yeah, right there. Held for a few days, pop, sold some right here, sold the rest right there. And then I was done with Tesla for a while. But yeah, I still think Tesla's bullish. But when it comes to the weekends, I think people just might be taking the money off the table because maybe they're always afraid something crazy is going to happen with Elon Musk. Maybe he's going to tweet something crazy on a weekend or something like that. I really have no idea why on those specific days, besides maybe a little bit of crazy flow options, or just they're afraid of something that maybe me and you just can't perceive, that maybe like a hedge fund guy can, but you know, us normal folks can't. Here's Dogecoin as well, guys. Dogecoin managed to get back above its trend line just barely, or it's in the process of doing it. But this took a pretty nasty dive right here, pretty nasty dive. Hopefully it's able to recover. Dogecoin has not been the best performer over the past few weeks, of course. If actually, I can go over here to coinmarketcap.com very fast, guys. Cheers. Okay. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin's up 20%, Ethereum is up 5%, ADA is up 3%, XRP is up 13%, Sol is down 9%, Polkadot is up 14%, and Dogecoin is up 10%. So, you know, it's just lagging a little bit. It's not anything bad. It's just kind of lagging. And the one thing that's worse, I guess, for it is if you go to the 60-day. In the last 60 days, Bitcoin's up 20%, Ethereum's up 10%, ADA is up 22%. XRP's up 15%, Sol is up 258%, Polkadot's up 63%, and Dogecoin is down 15%. So out of the top 10, Dogecoin is the only one that's actually down. That's not a stable coin. Tether goes down, there's a fraction of a percent, whatever. It's not really going down, okay? And then, yeah, Dogecoin's it. Then you got Uniswap's down overall. Luna's up a little bit here. So, you know, Dogecoin and Luna have been, Dogecoin and Uniswap have been underperforming the rest of the crypto market for the past, 60 days at least, probably even more. So, the strategy for Dogecoin is wait for a nice consistent breakout, and that's when you usually can buy. For Dogecoin this time, the breakout happened right here. Broke out, look at that pop. You could have sold up here if you wanted to. It popped again. This case, it was actually more of a horizontal line breakout, but still, or resistance breakout. But you guys get my point. It was right here off this breakout is when you should have bought. You could have bought down here if you wanted to. But by then you would have already broken down out of the trend line that would have been formed from these little candles here. So this would have been the time to buy. Came up, came back down, then popped. All right, and now we're back here. So Dogecoin has a lot of room to pop. It can still break above its trend line here. It's going in an okay way at the moment. You can see if we delete these trend lines here, we're still operating in the larger scheme of things right here. We're still operating in this trend line, so Dogecoin still has a good chance of breaking out in the future. If Dogecoin decides to break down below 20 cents or so again, that's where you start seeing big problems with Dogecoin. So that's why you got to be very careful and be mindful of where the price is actually at. Ooh, Bitcoin's taking its sweet time moving up here. Hey Kevin, I don't know about Bitcoin going to $250,000 in this bull run. I think this bull run will probably last until the end of this year. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. It's going to take a little bit more of a correction, and then from there we'll have to see what the chart says later on. But right now, I'm still pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I'm just hoping for 100,000 at this point before the year is over. If it hits 250,000, that'd be unbelievable. That'd be insane. That would take a lot of money, and if it happens, it happens. But it'll be because of whales and not just because of everyday traders like me and you. So we're just gonna have to hold on for dear life when that moment comes, if that moment comes. Hey, can't take nibbles. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm patiently waiting to see what's going to happen here. I took a small position just to kind of see what's going on, but I guess it is a nibble. It is a nibble right there. Hopefully, it's able to do something for me here. But let me go to the 5-minute here. Just waiting it out. We're taking a little bit of a curve. May come back down, may do a little bit of a dip and rip, or we might just come down all the way back down here. Right. There we go. But just being patient. As long as we stay within this channel, I'll be fine. Well, I hope we'll be fine, right? You want to check out Ethereum? Yeah, I'll do a quick overview of Ethereum because we're looking at it right here. Ethereum is fine. We did run into a resistance, I guess I want to say yesterday. We got rejected from that, and so far we're just curling back down. We had that big dip because Bitcoin was looking a little weak. All altcoins took a little bit of a dip right there, about 5 to 6%. And now it's come back up pretty darn nicely, okay? So the only thing about Ethereum, though, is we did end up breaking down, right, a few days ago. And that's where you saw that curl, and this is why you saw that going on right there, okay? Now, Ethereum going forward, you have a new trend line here, at least in the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart, it's not up there yet just because it is a new day, right? A new day. But now you're still waiting for a breakout of 3,677. That's really what you're looking to break out of. You can buy it now if you believe Bitcoin's still going to be bullish because this could easily just keep on going up here. The big boom for Ethereum is going to be here on, let me go to the daily chart. Sorry for the stretch out. When you're able to break above this trend line itself, that's where Ethereum goes back up and has a good chance of hitting like $5,000, $6,000. Okay, that's when it hits. Let me say probably closer to 5,000. But if we break out here, it's only going to be around $4,000. Is it so crazy to think once we break through 4,000, we can't do another 28%? I think we can easily do that because this right here, that's 130% for Ethereum, right? So. Yeah, wowza. So yeah, it's crazy to think about how much gain, or how many returns that was, or how much of a return that trade was. All right, there we go. I guess Doge will explode very hard. Just be patient. Exactly. And then once it explodes, guys, like in the short term, just trade it as you guys see fit. But eventually it's going to explode. That's why I'm still holding some for long term. If you guys want to buy low, sell high with Dogecoin, go for it. But remember, you're going to have to buy about like really low compared to when you sell it. Okay, when it pops, be happy. Wait a little bit. Don't get all hyped up on it because eventually it will die back down. And when it starts bleeding out, you can short it. Or what you can do is you can just buy it back down when it's a little bit lower. Dude, why are you buying my shoelaces? I'm here. Okay. Yeah, I'm rubbing my shoe on his belly. He's freaking out. There you go. Yeah. Now he's headbutting my shoe and trying to bite it. But yeah, that's what I would do. I'm personally holding some because I've had some for a long time when it comes to Dogecoin. But man, in reality, like, you know what, it's come down a lot. It might even come down a little bit more to 22 before it makes another pop. I mean, it could really be that crazy. The last time Dogecoin actually had a decent pop was all the way back here from August 6th up to August 16th. So that was a good, the math is right there. It's like 9 days and 20 hours pretty much of breaking out, okay? Then we had another 45 days, 20 hours before anything really exciting happened to Dogecoin, all right? So it took a while. So you got to be patient with these breakdowns. Now, if we manage to break out above this, I'm hoping that Dogecoin can get back up to the 30s. From there, maybe social media can take more of an effect and drive up Dogecoin. Maybe Elon Musk can start tweeting again. Maybe there's some factors, some catalysts that can be put out there to really drive Dogecoin up. Excuse me. For now, I have just not seen any of those catalysts. I know people. Jesus, wine is making me gassy or something like that. Or burpy. Hopefully there is. Let me go to the day chart. This is what we're looking at right now, right? I still think it's very possible if we break out here, Dogecoin just goes bzz, right? That's still realistic. But we have to get momentum back on our side, and we have to get like social media, everybody and their grandparents have to be asking about crypto, right? Back when all this stuff was happening, I had my family, extended friends, everybody learning that I was a crypto YouTuber, and they're like, "Hey, Michael, can you help me out? What is this Dogecoin I'm hearing about, right? Stop it. Get off the bed. Get, yeah, you know." And so when you look at it like this, is it so improbable that Dogecoin could have a big boom if we break out of this larger pennant? This pennant started all the way back on August 15th, and it goes all the way until November 12th, right? So it still may take a long time to break out. On the flip side, because it's been so weak, as you can see like this, there's still a chance it could actually go even lower. So you don't just think that Dogecoin is primed to go up, but I'm bullish on Dogecoin, okay? We can even take a quick look here right here at the weekly chart. Weekly chart doesn't look too bad if you look at it like this, right? Looks like we'd actually have a pretty decent week this week. We have another 6 days and 20 hours, and then possibly next week is when Dogecoin pops off, okay? So I want to hold on to Dogecoin just because the weekly and the daily charts look okay. Looks like we're still safe, even though we did see a pretty poor last few weeks of Dogecoin. Oh, that 15-minute chart, right? We're still working in this nice zone that I'm okay with being in, if that makes sense, okay? Go back over here to Ethereum. Auto. There you go. Yeah, Bitcoin is sweetly taking its time. Oh my gosh. I love the pump and dump. Makes great money up and down. Sometimes really nice selling options over 1K each, like Thursday with Tesla. That may do pretty well. I'm looking to see if I could buy some options on AMC or GameStop here pretty soon. I'm just making sure they don't have any earnings coming up, but I'm pretty excited to see what I can do with those ones. Hey, Jonathan, hope you're doing pretty well, my man. You're up late. Let's see. I am waiting for the day Elon announces Tesla will start accepting Dogecoin. That'll be a pretty good day, but that might just lead to a 1 or 2 day spike, and then it'll drop back down. So just be careful. Dogecoin is notorious for just crashing after a big boom. That's all it does. The volatility on Dogecoin is absolutely unheard of, which makes it perfect for shorting and longing. But at the same time, you have a lot more opportunities to fail. You have a lot more opportunities to succeed while trading Dogecoin. Hey Steve, I saw some FUD today. Some analysts at some bank thinks Bitcoin will crater when ETFs get approved, whereas actual crypto traders think Bitcoin will pump. I think it'll pump. There may be a little bit of a dip afterwards. You guys remember how El Salvador was good news, and then all of a sudden it kind of we got poo-poo for a little bit, right? But now we're back up here. I think it'll be something similar like that, where it may create some waves, because people are going to be nervous and people are going to be a little uncertain, and uncertainty is the core of why people sell, right? But I think Bitcoin and crypto will be fine. If we take a little bit of a 10%, 20% correction, who cares? Probably closer to maybe a 5% correction. But if we do, I won't be too concerned about it. I'll be making money on the way down, and I'll be making money on the way up. And as you practice, Steve, I hope you practice doing some shorting here. It's very interesting to practice shorting on there when you're trading with leverage, because you never think about it too much. At least personally, I never did before I started shorting. So, hope you have some fun with that one. Let's see. Hey, Matt, dude. Hope you see happy to see you again. My bad, dude. Drinking some wine. Hey, Mike. Thoughts on Shiba? Good to see you again. So Shiba, it's actually up 3%, so it's actually doing pretty well so far today. Here's Shiba's weekly chart. Moving up, still looks okay for the week. On the daily, though, we are seeing a little bit of a flag. We want Shiba to pop up sometime this next week here, or this week. I guess it's a Sunday. If it doesn't, you will see it look a little bit weaker. And what you just saw with actually Dogecoin a few minutes ago with this, let me go to the 5-minute chart here, auto. Maybe it was a 15 then you look at the 4 hour. Let's just do the 4 hour. So how it kind of got weaker and weaker, looks fine for a little bit, then it starts to get aggressively dip. Take away this middle part right here, and that's what you're going to have with Shiba. It's going to take this little bit of aggressive dip and ploop like that. But let's go back to Shiba here. Right now, nice consolidation. It's staying between a nice, easy channel. Let me take away this middle one here for now. You're looking at a channel high of about 3021 and a channel low of 2046. Now, this channel is actually pretty darn wide. To the downside, it is a 24% downside. Upside, we have about 12% upside. So you probably would want to wait a little bit more before buying in here, unless you were just you're really hoping for Bitcoin to break out in the next few hours, and you want Sheep to continue up where Sheep could actually go maybe close to the 4000 range, okay? Which would be a about a 50% increase from where it is at now, right? So pretty darn exciting for now. I know it came down a little bit. I know it's kind of consolidating at the moment. Still looks fine. You will have noticed though, we could have had a breakout now. Nothing happened. I'm assuming that it might come up a little bit more. It might come up, then drive back down, and that'll give us a longer term trend line to kind of pay attention to, if you will, right? Short term, we could have also broken down out of here, but nothing crazy happened, right? Broke down, we're just going sideways. And that's why you see, because we broke down, we broke this uptrend and we broke this downtrend, we are going sideways, right? And so at this moment in time, we're just kind of waiting for SHIB to do its thing. I'm fine with the way SHIB is at the moment. If you want to get back into buying, really, I'd be buying now, taking nibbles, and buying a little bit more if it's able to break above this 35.13 level. But as of now, like, you know, as somebody that bought SHIB way down here, when, you know, and waited all this time, I'm happy to see it's moving up, and I'm still holding the majority of my position. I sold a little bit up here, actually right here, and I bought back some of it down here on this dip. So I got like I got millions more coins actually because of how cheap SHIB is, but you get my point, right? So it's trading this channel, looks fine. Overall, if you really want to go there, it is trading overall in this channel. So if it does come up here, don't be afraid to start scaling out of your position or even opening a short position just in case it does not break out. You can make some money while your long continues to hold on just down here and still making a profit, but that short will also give you some short-term profit as well. There we go. All right, perfect. And guys, still waiting on Bitcoin here. Just a little bit of a recap if you guys are joining the stream. Please consider giving the video a like. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you guys are new, please consider subscribing. I know we don't stream on Sundays, but because it's my day off, but Bitcoin's having so much fun, you know. Cheers, everybody. But yeah, so making a move. We're trying to break out again. We actually did just break out again. But every single time we're in a huge wall. I wonder if I actually pop up this on the 4-hour chart. And then, dude, my man, puppy, stop biting shit. Let's see what's going on right here. Let me get rid of this spammer, guys. There we go. And then let me hide them. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so if I do this very quick, let me just go over here to the algorithm. Okay, I'll put this up here. There we go. For now, I'll get rid of this channel. I'll put it back up in a little bit. Dude, my man, you gotta stop eating the carpet. It's carpet. It's not meant to be eaten. Okay. But you see, we're still in this little bit, we're in this zone that, pretty much a selling pressure zone that we're in right now, okay? We're at a high activity zone, so we are expecting a crazy amount of volatility to come in. So far, this volatility looks pretty much in our favor, right? Now, we have had that little bit of a dip we had a few hours ago that smacked us back down after we broke out from this high right here. So far, it looks okay. This is the 4-hour chart, so it looks like we're okay to try to get it back up here towards 58,000. So I'm hoping for 58,000 soon, and then from there you'll see why this 58,000 comes from here. Another selling, dude, my man, you better stop or you're going into the kennel. This is where there was a lot of selling pressure before, okay? Back in time, back in the good old days when Bitcoin was over, you know, 60,000 and whatnot. So right now I'm at least hoping to see 58,000. Hopefully in the next few days I want to see at least 60,000. But of course I want to see a nice little spike like that. I don't care if we consolidate. I don't care if we come down for like a little bit of a correction, eventually come back down here. As long as we're still making a movement, it's going to be easier and easier to keep on going up as we have this momentum pushing us forward, okay? Let me get rid of this stuff now. But usually at high activity points right here, high activity expected, low activity, moderate activity, whatever, moderate, and there's probably a low way down here that I'm not going to look for it. Excuse me. Oh, no, there's a high activity in here. Usually during those activity points, that's when you see these huge amounts of momentum. What's he chewing on? Oh, he's chewing on his leash. Okay, that's fine. Huge levels of volatility. I want to see those volatility levels increase, right? Now let's go back to the 5 auto. There we go. Oh, actually, the box like that. There you go. I just want those lines up. I can actually put this off now. Dot pool data off and supply and demand zones are off. There you go. And there you go. Now on the 5, I kind of zoom out for a second. You can kind of see where we are. We're like at the very, very top of it. Coming down a little bit. Did look a little bit weak. You guys will probably see this pattern quite a bit in your life. Get used to it. A lot of consolidation, a weak uptick, and then we fall back down. Okay, doesn't mean anything crazy. This is a perfect time to short at these levels after we try a few minutes, or in this case 20 minutes to break out with no luck happening. All right, make a move right there as well. Hey, Lahore, do you recommend buying cheap at this stage? I mean, you can if you want to. You're going after scraps at this point, but these scraps can still give you 20-30% if it actually has a nice breakout here. So you can if you want to. What I would say is, back when I bought SHIB, when it was kind of doing nothing for a while, it was a buy and hold. So I can forget about it. I knew I have it, but until it pops, I'm not doing anything. Right now, if you buy it, you're gonna have to be actively watching it and making sure it doesn't break down below your stop losses. Otherwise, you could be losing a lot of money because it has a long way to fall down if it decides to, take a little bit of a vacation for a while. So, just be sure that if you guys do want to open any positions in some of these coins that have been moving up very rapidly, like Luna, FTM, AXS, whatever it may have been, just make sure that you guys understand it has a long way to fall if for some reason Bitcoin took a dip or anything like that. So just be aware of your positions unless they're really truly long-term positions. If you're not going to sell them before the end of this year, or if you're not going to sell them within the next 365 days, you should be watching them very closely right now. Okay. Otherwise, because of the volatility of the market. Sorry, guys, wanting to get into me. Let's see. Hey Tech Gaming, just rewind the chart a little, rewind the stream a little bit. And I actually did a Dogecoin stream, a Dogecoin walkthrough. It's very simple. Dogecoin's not doing anything special at the moment. It's not doing anything special. This is the Dogecoin chart, right? Still in the pennant, still in the middle, looking perfectly fine. It's okay. Nothing too crazy going on. Waiting for this ultimate breakout. We're in the middle zone. You don't want to be buying anything right now. You want to buy on the low side, or you want to buy for potential breakout, or you want to be shorting up at this level, okay? Nothing crazy going on with Dogecoin at the moment. There you go. Wish Ethereum is stronger. Seems like Ethereum pumps when big whales don't think Bitcoin will go up near term, like May, not late August or September. Yeah. You Lord, I gotta. Okay, there we go. All right, but yeah, so I like Ethereum. I think Ethereum's gonna go up percentage-wise more than Bitcoin before the end of the year is out, because I really want to see Bitcoin here, or excuse me, Ethereum, as we break out. Right. First, we have to break out above this 36.77 level, which is gonna be fine. But once you break out of here, I mean, look at this. Yeah, this would be a nice move up here. Now, I'm hoping we can get up to 5,000 on that move, which would be a nice profit of 46%. Be really nice. Now, most of us have owned Ethereum since it was like in the hundreds. I bought my Ethereum off of Coinbase and paid those ridiculous fees back in the day. But yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. But yeah, Ethereum does pump at the most random times. Hey Thomas, SHIB's about to flip Luna and be sitting right next to Doge. That would be pretty interesting to see right there. That'd be very interesting because it is coming from position of strength, while Dogecoin is not, right? Hey Jonathan, Doge has been going sideways for days. Zoom out the charts. Exactly. Nothing really crazy going on. Even when Bitcoin's been going up, it's been kind of going up 1% for Bitcoin, going up 3%, right? Let's see right here. Watch my message. Oh, no worries, Abraham, my man. Don't worry about it. Let's see. All right, guys. But overall, just kind of waiting this out. Hopefully, we're able to hold above this 56,242 because that's the level of resistance support we have right now, right? This is what it looks like, and you're seeing how when Bitcoin's kicking out, it's taking the whole market down with it. So hopefully we're able to hold. If this does fail, next level of support is going to be down here a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't come to that though. Hopefully we're able to kind of keep up here and continue this breakout, because guys, we've broken out twice today, and all that's gotten us is some pretty heavy shorts and a few smackdowns, if you will. Let me go over here to whale trades. 37 seconds ago, $2 million shorted. 10 minutes ago, $3 million shorted. 20 minutes ago, Doge was shorted. Sol was longed. So longed. Why is Sol being longed? But yeah, so you are seeing some shorts coming here and attacking Bitcoin. Not too many, which is why you can see that this time we broke out. We only came down a little bit, and we're not getting smacked down like we were earlier today when we broke out for just a little bit, and we got smacked down quite a bit before we were able to recover here. Okay, that was a struggle. That was really a struggle. There we go. All we want for Bitcoin right now is to keep on climbing these stairs, get higher lows, and continue the breakout. Eventually, the wall that we're slowly chewing out of, that wall will disappear. I wish I had some market data open for the walls on Bitcoin. There's just too many exchanges to go after. Hey, Kryptonio. Asia will move this when we go to bed. That's probably true, but I don't like that because I want to be awake when it happens, right? Most of us want to be awake when Bitcoin really ends up moving with some volatility. I want to wake up and see some crazy volatility when it comes to Bitcoin. Dude, bro. Dude, I freaking hate dogs. Look at this. What did you... Happy I wasn't plugged in anything, but Jesus, what did he... Bro. And he just peed on the carpet. I think he wants to poop. Taking a break to take him outside just in case, guys. I'll just be back in a little bit. This is like doggy duty. I really can't get out of it. I'll see you guys in just a few. I'll turn up the music here. I guess it's not really the most entertaining music, but just bear with me for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I totally forgot I left it on the music player thing. My bad. Let me see what's going on here. Alright, let me put this right here. Alright, but yeah, took him outside. He pooped in my bathroom too, so had to do a quick little cleanup. And then I gotta find out what he bit over there. What did it actually go to? Oh, it was the charger to my printer, so I can get it replaced. It was the charger to my printer, so I can get that replaced. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, this dog's freaking wild. Let's see. Hey, Chef Loki runs the channel now? Freaking, I hope not. He's in the kennel now. He's in trouble. Took him outside to make sure he didn't have to pee or poop anymore. And I gave him a little treat, and I'm like, you're inside the kennel. You better stay in there. Let's see. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Michael. I lost my first $100 and I put in a budget. Don't worry, I'll do better. Lower your leverage. And I think who was just talking about this? Steve. Steve was just telling me about the simulation on Bidget. Don't be afraid to go into simulation trading, okay? They give you half a Bitcoin, I think, to play around with. It's all fake money, of course. Yeah, half a Bitcoin. So practice trading on this for a little bit, and trust me, it'll make your life so much easier, okay? It'll help you out. Don't worry about using the leverage for now. Just worry about making profitable trades, and it'll go so much further. Like right now, let me make a fake trade right here. All I'll do, let me do a flash order because I probably forget. Let me say I want to do 500. Oh, it's making me do it from Bitcoin. Oh, I hate doing this method. Oh, okay, yeah. Bitcoin says, okay, here we go. No one. Okay. Yes, okay, that's fine. Okay. 500, no, that's 14. What the? Simulation USD. Okay, there you go. Okay, trade it right there. Now I want to open up a $2,000 trade, okay? I'll buy long, and I'll have this position kind of going. You can see I'm down a little bit right here. I'm up 27 cents, it looks like. We'll see how it works out. But long term, look at this. This looks pretty darn good on the chart here. You can see it's a simulation trade, but it looks like it wants to pop up a little bit more. We'll wait and see if it really does it or not. We'll wait and see, right? But sometimes it's just kind of fun to do simulation trading because you can do some of the more risky moves your brain wouldn't otherwise let you do because you're so afraid of losing money, right? And usually those are some of the most rewarding plays you do. Let's see it here. Hey, Abraham, you drinking wine tonight? I'm on the Jack Daniels bottle tonight. Ooh, that's nice. Hey, Mr. Ayushi. Yeah, I'm drinking some wine tonight. It's, I don't know what it is, but, it's a, I don't know, whatever that is. Some wine from 2018. It's pretty good, though. I need to drink after dealing with this dog all day. This dog has been freaking insane. I don't know what's gone on into him. I've been training him for a while, and he's been really good. But just somehow over the past few days, he's been, like, really rebelling, and I have no idea why. So I'll figure it out. Mostly he's going into more timeouts now, is whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Hey Edwin, what platform is that for paper trading? It's called Bidget. If you guys go down here, and if you guys do want to like move on from Robinhood and go to more like an established exchange, what you guys can do is you guys can go right here, pop this right here, and go down, and you see this is where I trade crypto, and then you can see you can copy professional traders, whatever. And so right here, right? So it should be nice and easy. There you go. But yeah, you get up to like $630 in rewards off of it. And then if you just do random stuff for them, like if you trade once every day for 15 days, you get like $100 something for that. I think $100 for doing that. So it's pretty much easy money, which is why I like it so much. And it's just a good exchange, right? And if you guys don't know how to trade perfectly fine yet, you guys can just do paper trading and practice trading until you get on your legs, right? XYO going up. Let's see, XYO. Let me see. Let's see, Kucoin is probably the best one for this. It's down 1% so far when everything else is up. I wonder how long it's been on Kucoin though. maybe on Coinbase. No, same. Maybe it's pretty new. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like it's been having some little bit of moves here. So far, so good. You might want to buy this either, start nibbling right now on this if you think it's going to have another big spike. But one spike came down a little bit. Hopefully, it's on another spike then coming down even more. Hopefully, to be able to kind of hold somewhere maybe around this 30-cent level and kind of hold there. And maybe eventually it can have another big pop off there. Especially if Bitcoin's looking pretty good, which it is looking okay so far, right? There we go here. What about Bitcoin? Is it going to drop? We don't know yet. Right now, it's pretty bullish. But as we know with bulls, the bullishness could end in a heartbeat if we get attacked by shorts. Right here and there, a few hours ago, we actually broke out and it was a nice looking breakout, right? A lot of volume, a lot of good stuff. Oh, I just realized I did not have the volume turned on for this, and the moving average, I turn them off. But yeah, so you saw a lot of nice, nice movement. But what happened is we had $30 million plus of shorts coming in and attack us, and that dropped us down like a rock, right? A lot of people freaked out, a lot of people panic sold, and then we had to wait a little bit longer, and here we are again, right? Trying to break, well, we actually did break out of this level of resistance up here, and now we're trying to keep this train moving. But the trend at the moment is, if we go over here to the 4-hour chart, the trend is right now, we're still continuing to go up. And it looks like we're very close to try to get another big pop coming off. And that's what we're all kind of anticipating at the moment. At least I am. I'm anticipating a pop. I want to see a little bit of a dip and rip type of effect coming on right now. Doesn't always happen, but a dip and rip is always really fun. It's either going to be a dip and rip, or it's going to be a dip up a little bit more than a drop. Hopefully it's not a drop. Or worst case scenario, maybe a little bit of a holding of the support levels. My dog's whining to get out, but yeah, he's in trouble. Can't shit on in the man's bathroom. Let's see. You can make XYO on the Coin app. Do you have any ideas about Brain Trust? I don't have any ideas about them. I've never actually heard of them before. As far as on the Coin app, that might be kind of cool just to make some for yourself. I know another app that's trying to do that is the Pi app. I'm waiting to see if the Pi app can do anything special. I have a bunch of Pi at the moment that I've been mining for a while. But if it does something cool, awesome. If it doesn't do anything, I didn't waste too much time. I just wasted a couple seconds clicking on a button every day for a while, right? Not even every day. I forget sometimes. Alright. Let's see right here, though. So close to the breakout here. Like, just so you guys know, because I know a lot of people are probably hopping on the stream left and right. Usually at this time of night, there's a lot of people switching from stream to stream to find out what they want to chill at for a while. Let's see right here. Breakout line, make it nice and simple. There we go. Move along as we go. But so far, Bitcoin looks very good, guys. In the last 5 hours, Bitcoin's up about 3.5%. Doge is up about 3%. Ethereum's up 3%. Matic up 3%. AD up about 1.5%. XRP's up maybe 2.5%. Right, Bitcoin's up 3%. So we're seeing a lot of nice movement. XLM actually is up about 4%, so that's actually pretty nice. Oh, this is holding up. I don't like the lack of volume, but it's actually holding up pretty well so far. Oh, I mean, it looks like it's probably going to come down here a little bit more, but Lumen. This is the 15-minute chart. So what happened? Oh, that's why you go to the 5-minute. You see, it's actually getting knocked down a little bit. 1 minute. No, it's not that far in the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute's a little off here, but the 5 minutes looking okay. Yeah, you in trouble. You shit on my bathroom and you peed on my carpet. That's a no. But yeah, so Lumen actually is looking like it wants to break it here too. So what is it at? 34 cents at the moment. 34.5 cents. Let's just keep track of this. Let's see if we wanted to do a theoretical experiment right here. Well, let me just go to a line. I'll make my life a little bit easier down the road. If Bitcoin has a little bit of a pop off here, guys, Lumen could be actually very, very nice for us. We'll wait it out though. I'll check back on it in a few minutes here. And of course, Bitcoin's still moving up. Let's see. What PC and monitor do you have? I really don't know what type of PC I have. I can find it for you very fast though. Go to bestbuy.com. Monitor is some fancy gaming monitor. It costs like $400, and then a cheaper monitor that costs like $300. Let me go to my orders and purchases. if it'll let me log in here. Yeah, my dog can be very dramatic. No, you're in there for a reason. Let me Google it on see details. It's no longer in stock, but it was this thing. CyberPower PC Gamer Supreme Gaming Desktop AMD Ryzen 7 blah 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 GeForce RTX 3080 3TB hard drive plus 1TB SSD. It works. It does a good job. I like it. I needed a really good computer since I stream so much, right? And this was something that did the job pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy this computer very, very much. I'm just gonna update it a little bit later on next year. But yeah, this thing is amazing. I don't know why it cost $3,000. I think the chip shortage probably has something to do with it, but it's a very, very nice computer, and it's all color. It lights up and does a whole bunch of colors. My keyboard does this weird little wavy thing where it goes up and down. But I got a separate keyboard for it. I got some LG $200 keyboard that's metal or something like that. But yeah, it's nice too. I like it a lot. I'm not used to buying like tech stuff like this or computers for like work. Usually a computer gets the job done, but I wasn't used to streaming the 24 hours back when Dogecoin was going off. So my computer, my desktop, my laptop, that's a gaming laptop, that thing was running hot, really, really hot. But it's a really, really fun laptop. I play all my Steam games on it, more nerdy games that require a lot of processing power, like Paradox games, if you will. And so it does everything perfectly. All my charting software, I don't know if you guys know about TD Ameritrade. I was going to pop up there. That's fine for now. Let me put this back up here. There we go. All my charting software like TD Ameritrade and everything like that. Let me go. It'll come on in a second. Sorry about the dog, guys. He shit on my carpet or in my bathroom, so he's in trouble. There we go. So this is a simulated trading account on TradingView. I didn't want to open up my main account because I don't think anything's hidden. But, you know, you get to do all the fun stuff in here. All level 2 data is right there all the time. I could watch CNBC if I wanted to. And so I can watch TV through my trading software. Trade, analyze, scan, whatever you guys want to do. You know, economic data, for heaven's sakes, you have access to it all. Risk profile, probability analysis. If you really want to get into the weeds about trading, you know, you can do it all. You can do it all. Oh, I know. I don't care. But yeah, so, you know, you have to have a computer to run a lot of software. I use Bidget normally through their desktop platform, but you can also use it right here on their actual you know, website, if you will, right? Website is just as good. Desktop, I just like using desktop applications. It feels like the data is coming to me a little bit faster. I don't know why, but so far it just kind of feels nice about how that works out. Excuse me. Let me go back over here, main page. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Hey Steve, been working this weekend, so haven't had a chance to check FinViz. Do you have any stocks on your radar for possible BO? Breakout? Nothing so far, Steve. Everything this week has been looking a little wonky for me. I'm gonna be recommending a few plays probably in the middle of this week, but it's gonna be based off of not just the breakouts, but it's gonna have to be a breakout plus flow is what I'm gonna have to be looking at here. Because if it's a breakout without flow, I'm gonna be very hesitant about buying into it. The last time I had a good breakout with flow was that Netflix breakout we had a while ago, and I don't know if you guys, many of you guys saw this. Let's see. Oh, there it is. This Netflix breakout was a golden goose right here. So, nice solid breakout. Ba-boom. I probably would have sold right here or somewhere down here a little bit lower, as I saw it was no longer going to go up. And then it ended up coming up even more. So Netflix was looking pretty hot, and I'm pretty sure that this whole time you saw a lot of calls being bought during this time frame, right? There we go. Pop up right there. Remember, tomorrow's a holiday. Market should be closed, or today for you exactly. Yeah. Hey Dogemoxie, that's $1,000 graphics card. Ah, okay, that would explain it. I don't know much about graphics cards. I went there and I asked them. I need a nice computer for work. It needs to be able to stream. It needs to be able to run any game I want it to run. And they're like, okay, well, what's your price range? And I was like, let's stay somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000. And he was like, okay, well, you can buy a lot of stuff with that. And I was like, okay, what do you recommend? And he said this, but it was so hard to find the computer in the first place. Apparently all the graphics cards are just freaking impossible to find. Apparently, when I got there, I got one of the last computers, so there was actually a line outside the store for a specific graphics card so people can update their own computers. This chip shortage is still a big problem that we're facing in America here, or probably the world, right? Hey James, what laptop again? I missed what you said. Oh, my laptop is some old gaming laptop that I bought 2017. It's old. The computer I just said I had, Best Buy. I have to go back to my recently viewed orders. I don't actually know computers all too much, even though I should. You can try, my man. You can definitely try to crack yourself out of there. Orders and purchases. Sony, Rise, Teleboost, Quad. Oh yeah. Insignia, LG, 27. Yeah, whatever. Audio Quest, Cyber Gaming, PC. Okay, here you go. So, I have two. Well, here we go. Let's see. So, I got this one for my sister for her birthday. She liked this one a lot. This is a good PC. I'd recommend this to anybody, right? This is a good one. But the one I got here is... oh, let me actually click on it. There you go. I don't want to show my address. That's why. It's no longer available for some reason here, though. 20. Oh, I can get points for reviewing this product. 25. My best points is worth $25. That's a $25 gift card right there. Not bad. But yeah. So or maybe $2.50. Probably that. But yeah. So this thing, majigger, AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 32GB and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. Yeah. 3 terabytes. I'm never gonna hit that 3 terabyte area. The 1 terabyte SSD. So it's pretty nice. Specifications, all this type of crazy stuff. But yeah, it's really nice. I have not had a single problem with this computer. The only problem I originally had with it was sometimes when I was playing a game, my monitors would shut off and say no signal, even though the game was still running. I could hear everything in my ears. But all I had to do was go in there and like make sure everything was connected, then it stopped happening. So I just had to lose connection somewhere there, and I didn't check it before I plugged it in for the first time. I can't believe I got accidental protection on this. Yeah, I really wasted a lot of money at Best Buy. I hate that Best Buy actually tells you how much money you spend there. Like, hold on a second here. How do I do this? Remember offers, maybe? Do I really want to go in there? I can't figure this out. Ordered items. No, I can't find it. Usually Best Buy will tell you how much money you've spent over the entirety of the year. Let's see. Let's see. Purchases, no. Management membership. Nah, okay, I don't care enough to look at this type of stuff. Total Tech, a whole bunch of geek stuff, yeah. But yeah, so I spend way too much stuff at Best Buy. That's the moral of the story here. Bitcoin's still on the channel. Nothing's changed since I started this conversation here. There we go. Yeah, the graphics card is good. CyberPower. Yeah, before I actually bought this computer, I had actually never heard of CyberPower. But I have to admit, computer's perfect. And, you know, I never thought I'd be one of those people that has, like, a computer that lights up and does all that crazy stuff. But I actually like the fact that my computer lights up and does all that weird little crazy stuff. Where I can change all the colors, has liquid cooling or something like that. So it's pretty darn nice. Let's see. Is Saltcoin related to Scaramucci? I do not know, but I would not buy anything. Recommend like buy Scaramucci. Yuck. That guy's snaky. Hey, from Jay, I think Ethereum's fine. Probably going to move up in the next few hours if Bitcoin's able to break above this line. So right now, Ethereum is pretty tightly intertwined with Bitcoin. So just watch Bitcoin and you have your answer there pretty soon. And Bitcoin for the moment looks pretty bullish. Hey, Wilder. I don't know if it's anything wrong with Chase. If you're having problems, Wilder, this is what I would do. I would put money into Coinbase because it doesn't cost you any money to move money from Coinbase, from your bank into Coinbase, and then just transfer it from wallet to wallet, and it'll be about the same fee as what you would pay. It'll actually be less of a fee than what you have to pay for that third-party app, okay? That's probably what I'm going to say is going to be best. Just make sure that when you do that, try to go through try to go from website to website. So try to go through Coinbase.com and try to go through Bidget.com. It'll make the process easier, and you'll save money on fees. That's how I would probably do it. Coinbase doesn't have any fees from bank to USDC or USDT. It just has fees from wallet to wallet, which is going to be fine. I pay those fees all the time. They're annoying, but once your money is in there, you don't have to worry about the fees anymore, right? Let's see. Hey Steve, wow, RTX 3080, that's the holy grail for Ethereum mining hash rate efficiency. Had I known this sooner, I would have offered to buy it. JK, for real. I mean, I'm surprised how crazy these things are. Hey Doge, amongst that, $1,000, yeah, it boggles the mind. So without that card, this computer is only worth $2,000. That's insane. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It even has this thing called AVIA, maybe, or EVGA, maybe on the side of it. I don't know what it is, but it's a motherboard or something. It looks pretty cool, but it lights up pretty nicely. Let's see. I think people are looking for the next Doge. Oh yeah, they are. The thing about is you don't find the next Doge. You get lucky and you put money into a random coins, and one of those coins becomes the next Doge. That's how it works. You don't just find it out and you're like, oh yeah. Usually you find something, you don't really realize what you have, you put some money into it, and then a few years later, a few months later, however long it takes, it pops. And then you're like, whoa, I made a bunch of money, right? You don't just find it and then it pops up like that same week, right? It's all a waiting game. It's always a waiting game. I bought my Sheeb a couple years ago. Not Sheeb. I bought my my Dogecoin a couple years ago, right? Who was talking about Doge 2 years ago? I wasn't. I was just like, this looks okay. Let me buy some of it for the long term. Maybe it'll do something with its life, and it did. But did I know Doge was going to pop off? No, I just said, hey, it has a chance. That chance is worth investing in because if it works, it makes you a lot of money, right? And that Dogecoin pop off was how I could pay for all of my Best Buy stuff. Like literally, that is how I paid for a lot of my stuff. I got the new 75-inch TV that. Let me see if I can show it to you. The TV that I just got a while ago. If I can find it here. Orders and purchases. Best Buy is a pretty slow damn website. Sony TV, no. Here we go. No. Shutterfly, no. Oh, maybe I can't find it. In store. Yeah, all this stuff was in store, but mounting. Let's see. TV. Oh, there it is. So I got this thing. This LG OLED TV, freaking beautiful as heck. But I got this because of Dogecoin, right? And I also got some Clip stereo system set up too for it. But it's a really nice TV. Would I ever think of paying $3,000 for a TV without Dogecoin in my life? Nope. Nope. Not even with the money I make trading. I'm a pretty big saver when it comes to money. But when Dogecoin came along, it gave me a perfect opportunity to splooge. That's how come I invested so much money into my YouTube channel at the same time. I was like, you know what? My channel was okay, but I can put some money into it now that I sold off most of my Dogecoin, or half my Dogecoin at the time. And what do you call? You know, put it into there. That's how come I can run multiple streams and all that other good stuff. It's been pretty good so far. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Jonathan, most didn't get into Doge early. Most are stuck between bag holders and high prices. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part. You know, I've done some swing trades on Doge for fun. That's been about it. But guys, if you guys ever want to figure out this, for anybody that's new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. But if you guys, excuse me, if you guys ever want to learn how to get those coins that blow up in the future, this is how you do it. It's 50%, 60% luck, first of all, but you can get an edge on everybody else who's just buying freaking randomly, okay? So what you do is you go to coinmarketcap.com. Sorry guys, I'm talking too fast. What you're going to do, you can go to any other website. There's CoinGecko. There's a whole bunch of other websites. You're going to keep going down on the list, and you're going to go all the way to page 5 or 6. What you're basically looking for is a market cap under 200 million, preferably under 100 million, okay? I prefer something around between 50 million and 100 million, maybe even 25 and 100 million. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on scrolling. 2 more. Market cap, 27 million. That's fine. For now, let's just go with that. And what I do is I go to the lowest price. Tiger King. This has the potential to go memeable. It's only 33 million. It's up 204% this year. Right? Not too bad. That may be something I could pop in $100 to see where it goes. Okay? Low market cap looks fine. UBX, you know, that doesn't really have a good name to it at all. It's not really doing anything in the last 60 days, but it has gone up 7,500% so far this year. Hopefully that's not just because it opened up this year, right? So that means if I like it, it looks okay. I got to therefore put this onto another chart. So I might look it up on TradingView or maybe another exchange, and I do some research on it. Let's see what's on it here. Xeon, no. BNK, no. Pibble. Pibble seems pretty interesting. Pibble. I don't know why. I feel like that could be very memeable. It's down 6%, not too concerning. It's at $38 million market cap. What I'll do now is I'll take a quick peek at pibble.com or pibble.io. And then from there, Korean, I want English. Okay. And I just want to see that like this is legit. They have something set up, looks fine, looks okay. They have a good, good thing going on here. If I really cared, I could actually read about what's going on, but they have a lot of information here which makes me feel comfortable as an investor. Especially, I'm only investing like a $50 to $100 or $200. That's okay, but I still want to feel comfortable about investing my money into that. You'll tell a lot of these coins have really shitty websites, and you'll tell really fast, I really shouldn't put my money in here. Okay. White paper English, and you see what they're trying to do, people project, target, all that type of stuff. You see everything they're trying to do, and you see if you can get behind it. Okay. You see their process, what they're going to be having, if there's unlimited amounts of coins, whatever, right? Total market size 2.4 billion. Right now they're in this RF period, still under 100 million. So, relax is what they're saying. But it's interesting. I could put $50 into this and see where it goes later on. Okay, it's stuff like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a list of probably. Oh, you guys won't see my ugly face there. You want to see my ugly face there. But yeah, so it takes a little bit of time. You have to get lucky on these things, but it's worth like. Instead of putting like $5,000 into Bitcoin, why not put $1,000 into a bunch of different coins that have the potential to pop off? Because if Bitcoin goes up, awesome, right? You're gonna make a few 100%, maybe 1,000%. If one of those things pops off, you're gonna be making like tens of thousands of percents. Maybe multiple ones will pop off. And if you actually do spend $1,000 and put $50 to 100, you are gonna be you might have maybe 3 to 4 pop offs, one or two big pop offs. If you're able to kind of understand how this practice works, okay? Go back over here now. Coming down a little bit more, guys. Hopefully we're able to stay above the support level right there. Yeah, no worries, Wilder Studios in production. It can be a pain to put money on these exchanges. I had the same problems when I was signing up with Kucoin back in the day. I think Kucoin's improved a little bit more. Bridget's more of a newer platform. It's not too new, but it's newer. So it does really good things for me. And I know once you get past that little hiccup, it'll be a lot easier to process. And I did just post a video today about how to get started with everything besides the payment process. So you should be able to move your money into a trading account if you want to. If you want to do copy trading and just copy professional traders, if you will. Let's see. Hey Patrick, can you explain death crosses and golden crosses, please? Thank you. Yeah. So a death cross, first of all, is a very bearish indicator. A golden cross is a very bullish indicator, okay? Understand that first of all. What happens during a golden cross, which is very bullish, is the 50-day moving average has to cross above the 200 daily moving average. So you're going to see the 50. You'll probably see something like this is going to be the 200. The 50 is going to be moving up past like that. It could be any angle, but it's going to be breaking above the 200. That's a golden cross. It's a very bullish indicator, okay? In the stock market. With Bitcoin, it's a hit or miss. It's much less reliable in the world of crypto than it is in the world of stocks and options and all that type of good stuff, okay? Much more bullish there than it is over here in crypto, okay? And I trade both, but right now I don't use golden crosses all too much for crypto. They help sometimes, but not all the time. Not as much as in stocks. Very bullish. A golden cross usually only occurs on the daily. A death cross usually only occurs on the daily as well. Now you can call when a 50-day moving or 50 moving average crosses above a 200. If it does not happen on the day chart, it happens on the 4-hour chart or the 2-hour chart or the half-an-hour chart, whatever. You can still call that a golden cross. Just understand it's not going to be nearly as powerful as when it occurs on the daily chart, okay? You can just think of it as still a bullish indicator and a bearish indicator, but it's not going to be super bullish or super bearish, okay? And when on the death cross, instead of the 50-day moving average crossing above the 200 moving average, you're going to see the 50-day moving average crossing below the moving average. So if we go over here and we look at the Dow, which is a little bit of a danger of this at the moment. Let me open that up as we kind of wait for Bitcoin to make a move here. Let me open this up back here. Why is volume off? Volume doesn't matter here. Okay. What are you seeing right here? This is the 200 daily moving average, the yellow line. And we see the blue line right here, which is the 50-day moving average. We're coming down here bit by bit. These lines pretty soon are going to intersect, and they haven't intersected since golden cross right here, right? What happened after the golden cross? Woo! Very bullish action. Very bullish action after the golden cross. On the last bearish cross, or on the last death cross here, we continued to come down a little bit, then we eventually found our reversal, okay? This is a little bit of a special circumstance, though, because COVID. Usually the market does not go like this. Usually the market is more subtle, right? Even if you think all the way back down to the 2008 financial crisis that we had. See how gradual this was? Much more gradual, okay? And then what happened right before that? Death cross, right? Stock market much more reliable. When did we start going up? Well, we started going up way back here, but it's very hard to catch the bottom of a falling knife, right? But what happened on the next golden cross? Started going up. And see, not all the time. Right here, death cross, but it didn't work. We came down a little bit. There was some hiccups. There was some increased volatility. Probably something was panicking in here. 2010. I think there might have been some stuff about Obamacare being in here. That might have been fluctuating the markets a little bit. But you saw how it caused a little bit of a crazy effect, right? Another golden cross. This time it worked out pretty well. Death cross. I mean, you could have sold. You would have saved some money, right? Golden cross going up, right? So it's not a 100% thing, but it's not a 100% right, I guess you would say, right? But I'm saying right too much. But you guys get my point, right? I'm saying right way too many times. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So it's not 100% accurate, but it is pretty darn accurate. And when it happens, people take notice of it. Especially because we haven't had one of these since in the last 571 days. And we have grown a lot from our lows. The Dow has. We're up about 91%. in the last 619 days. That is crazy. We're a gradual, like we pop up every now and again, we consolidate, and then we go up even more. This is just crazy, crazy, crazy money. And what's been happening this time is Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, he's been pumping in about $120 billion a month into the markets. And what you've been seeing because of that is all of these stocks, like you might see Tesla or Apple or what's going on? Apple, yeah. You're seeing all these different stocks pumping up and going crazy, having their splits, so you forget how high they really were just a year ago, right? You really forget how high these things were because they have had splits, which have cut down the number of, expanded the number of shares, which means more supply, which means lower prices, which means that I can actually afford to buy this because I'm not looking at the market cap, right? I am saying way too much. Sorry, guys. Sip of wine very fast. Cheers. But as far as what we see from Apple and these types of things, these types of plays, I'll go over here to FinViz very quick. I mean, it's a pretty clear choice. What's been in the news lately? Something you guys would know probably. Facebook. Okay, let's go to Facebook. We go over here to Facebook on FinViz. This is a free website. If you guys want to try it out, go for it. I have a link down in my comments, my description. It's 100% free. I don't even use the paid version. You guys can if you want to. I don't use it. Mark Zuckerberg is selling about $25 million plus of shares like a day, and he's been doing this for a while now. Mark Zuckerberg, sell, options exercise, sell. So he's probably sold off like hundreds of millions of dollars of Facebook shares, or for a while. But look what's been happening to Facebook. I mean, besides this bad news that came out of nowhere, right? It was still on track to keep on going up and up and up and up and up. And so, everyday retail traders weren't buying up like 25 million bucks a day. Neither were hedge funds. It was the federal government boosting up the profits and boosting up the prices of the shares day in and day out. That's why when you go back over here to the Dow or any of the major indexes, go to the daily chart, you'll see these random drop-offs here where we go down up really fast, really hard, and then Jerome Powell comes in and saves the day over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Some small, some more drastic. Some more drastic, some small. Jerome Powell is always there to give you money. He's a money printer that doesn't know how to turn it off, right? And because of our lackluster jobs report, that gives him the ability to keep on printing money into the economy. So as much as we all, want to see jobs getting filled up and all that other good stuff, well, for us that like to, trade stocks and that we have money in the markets, the fact that we had a bad jobs report was actually very good because it gave Jerome Powell the excuse to not actually start to taper off and start slowing down the amount of money he's putting into the markets. He's putting a dramatic amount of money into the markets that we've never seen before. But, who cares? It's making us money. Now, for everyday Americans, it's not doing squat for them except for kind of keeping the country kind of in a decent level to be at. And I guess that's all the poor people can ask for. I guess they can't ask for like a buck from the government. But, it's this type of crazy stuff that has allowed us to make so many crazy profits this year. Normally, buying options and whatnot, it's a much more difficult game. It's not supposed to be this easy about finding breakouts, right? Like with my Apple play earlier, this guys, and I'll go back to the crypto here. You guys will remember I played this massive breakout with Apple. Absolutely beautiful, right? Usually Apple doesn't break out in these huge swaths like this and this. It's a steady grower. It's like nice and slow. But if we go back over here, we can see one of my old pictures of Apple, my Apple calls, downloads. Maybe this. Yeah. And you'll see how Apple was up 331%, 400%. And then by the end of Apple, if I can go, 915%, right? It was absolutely insane, these options that I got. So it's stuff like that where you have to be like, whoa, this is not normal. But who cares? As long as you understand the reason why it's not normal, you can still continue to make money off of it. So when Jerome Powell eventually does start to taper off, guys, that's when I'd be like, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to learn how to trade here. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. You guys are so lucky you guys learned how to trade in this market. I learned how to trade in a market that was... let me just go back to the Dow. I guess that'll make my life a little bit easier here. In this market where it's kind of sloppy. these 2 years is when I learned how to trade. It's not glorious at all. It's just like it's a muck. It really is a muck, right? And I practiced a little bit in college when I was down here, right? I had a little bit of a good couple years to try to practice, but this time I was really focusing on work, so I didn't give it a chance. Then I got tired of work around here, and I was like, well, let me practice, right? Or no, I guess I got more tired of work around here. But you guys get my point, okay? It's this market is crazy, crazy, crazy. We're finally cooling off right now. Whether we cool off and then break out again, who knows? Or we're going to cool off and break down and then have a death cross, and all the world's going to go to hell if we probably go back down towards maybe sub 30,000 on the Dow Jones, which would freak everybody out because the news loves to, scaremonger and stuff like that, right? It's ratings. Ratings equals money. Go back over here to break YouTube. Back over here, let's go to Ethereum. 5 minute. Let's auto that, baby. And there we go. So far, Bitcoin's holding support. It's trying to continue to break out here. There is some good volume behind that. What am I looking at right here? 54,000, 5,400, or 53,600. What are you talking about for this one? If it breaks support level, how low will it go? Oh, we don't exactly know, but we do know it has different support levels. So below this, you could see about $56,000. Below that, I could see it coming down to maybe about $55,000. If we do take a pretty big sizable dip though, let's say we get hit by shorts, there's some bad news from China or something crazy like that, right? Even though we look pretty bullish right now, like we still want to continue to go up throughout the rest of the day, probably overnight to be honest, when most of us are asleep, we could come down all the way back down here to about $45,000, $46,000, because that's where the long-term trend line that we've been watching is, right? We're pretty overextended. I'm hoping it won't matter and we can continue to go up higher, then eventually we may actually reach this point in time where we have to consolidate. But if we're consolidating in the low 60s or even the mid 60s at all-time highs up here, well, guess what? That'll give altcoins a chance to go back up to their all-time highs. You zoom out from the altcoins still have a long way to go. Bitcoin still has another 254% before it hits that all-time high again. Ethereum Classic, 225%. Litecoin, 131%. XLM, 135%. STMX, 200%, right? These altcoins still have a long way to go, but once Bitcoin's able to get up to these levels and just consolidate and chill, people are going to be like, okay, well, Bitcoin's staying still. Let's buy some altcoins, baby. And that's when we're going to have a lot more fun, and you're going to see views come back up and all types of crazy stuff happening in the markets. But we have to be very, very patient, which really, really sucks, right? Because we all want to see stuff happen pretty crazy, in a crazy way. For those of you guys who don't know, when Bitcoin goes up and altcoins go up, this channel is a very crazy and lively place. So crazy that usually I can only answer the questions of my members. Right now I'm answering everybody's questions because I enjoy helping people out. I usually don't care too much about the money. It's just kind of a preference thing because they're supporting the channel. I like to answer their questions before everybody else, and I like to answer their questions pretty thoroughly, right? You can hear me talk pretty long when I'm answering, for a while when I answer somebody's question. But in some circumstances, at the height of this channel, we were having 15,000 people watching it at a single time. Okay, that's because everybody was looking at Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all types of coins. Everybody was looking to me to provide some answers. We all made a lot of money. But now that crypto's calmed down, they're just holding their positions and they're going back to their day-to-day lives. Okay, now when crypto starts to bounce back again, this channel will get very, very busy, and I mean very, very busy with like tens of thousands of people here all the time. So many comments that we literally broke the comment section before. So it's the crazy stuff like that. And so pretty soon we're gonna get to that level again. I'm hoping if Bitcoin's able to get back up to maybe 50. Didn't mean to go Ethereum right there. Back up to the low $60,000 range. That's what I'm hoping for. Breakout line right there. Let's zoom in. But right now Bitcoin's actually taking a little bit of a plummet here. So let me see what's going on here. Yeah, it came down a little bit. Make sure what I'm looking at. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, now that we're breaking down here, you can see how big of a level of support that was. That took a little bit of volume to break us down below that. And you're seeing right now, well, on Ethereum, you're seeing a downtrend motion form right here because it thinks Bitcoin's falling. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just going to the chart. Let's see. Hey, computer guy, how do you get verified on Kucoin? I do not know the new way to getting verified on Kucoin. For me, it was a very simple process. I do not know how they do it nowadays. For me on Bidget, which the exchange that I use, for Bidget, what I normally do is you just have to hold up your personal ID and you hold up a certain number on a piece of paper. Same with Binance. You smile like you're on your ID, and then what they do is like takes like 20 minutes and they confirm me like, hey, you're fine. Like, we know who you are. You're good to go. Move on and start trading, right? For Kucoin, it may be a little bit different. I don't know, but for me, it was a fairly easy process with Bidget, and with Kucoin, it was also easy. So, if Kucoin's made a little bit more difficult, it may just be because some of the regulations coming out of Washington and how they're trying to stop people from scamming other people and all the other crazy stuff, right? Although I'm pretty sure most scammers in America are not actually in America; they're from a foreign country scamming people that don't know what they're doing on crypto, right? Hey, Lil Scripture, have you noticed that Bitcoin dominance is going up, but altcoin will continue going down, similar to happened in 2017? I've been noticing that a little bit. I'm hoping that once Bitcoin's able to stabilize and this bull runs over, we can see the altcoins gain a little bit more dominance back. Or flat out, you know what? I just kind of want to see Ethereum get some dominance back as well. I'm waiting for Ethereum to just hit $5,000 and I'll have a little bit of a party here with some wine and whatnot, right? Let's see. Hey Ken, Mike, you mentioned Pi. What happened? Pi is just, what do you call it? It's the app. I mean, nothing's happened with them. They're still just working on their app and they're still working on their coin. It's still a project, but from what I've understood, I don't think anything crazy's happened with Pi so far. What was right here? Hey Mike, your thoughts on Lucid? They're delivering their first cards by the end of this month. Nothing's really changed about my opinion on Lucid. I still think it's a great long-term hold, but short-term it's going to get a little rocky. Oh geez, what is the ticker for Lucid Motors? Lucid Group. Yeah. No events coming up? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Okay, well, let me go LSID anywhere. Okay. Broke down a while ago. It was the perfect opportunity to sell. As you guys can see, it was beautiful selling opportunity. All right. This breakout really wasn't a breakout because, well, it got slammed back down. Actually, probably just because the market volatility here, or shorts, one way or the other. Let me move this right here. Longer term trend. Give this bad boy some more time here. I have some of it. I bought it a while ago once I heard there was merging opportunities, like way back down here. Whenever I was like, oh, you got to buy it. There's going to be a merger. There's going to be a merger. So-and-so was on this plane with so-and-so. And I was like, it can't hurt. A good retirement play. They want to get into the EV space. It looks good. But, yeah, and, so far it's actually performed pretty well. I mean, I'm still up more than double my initial investment, so I guess that's good. But this is more of a long-term play for me. This thing can still get pretty darn rocky from here on out. So, I'd be buying right now if you're looking for long-term, taking small positions every week or every month, how you see fit. But right now, I wouldn't really be touching this. This thing's, what is it? It's down 4% yesterday. Maybe it can hold over the 50. Maybe it can bounce back up tomorrow, hopefully. But short-term, you might be able to get this back closer to $18, $17, which would be a lot cheaper than what you're looking at now, okay? Back over here. Ethereum, 5, auto, there we go. Hey everyone, it depends on how, for time frames or charts, it really depends on what you're looking at. If you're trying to do a little bit of scalping, you want to see the 1, 5, and 15. If you're looking for more of a swing trade, you might want to try the 5. For 5, use the 5 to buy in the best spot you can buy. The 15 and the, anywhere from the 30-minute to the 4-hour for swing trading, depending on how long you want to hold those trades, if it's days or just a few hours, right? And then if you want to do long-term trading, usually I look at the daily charts only, maybe the 4-hour charts for a little bit more precise trendline placements, but it's usually going to be the daily charts. Maybe the weekly if you want to see that. Right now, crypto looks pretty good on the weekly charts, but that could all change if we get short, attacked by shorts, right? And so far, taking a little bit of a hit. Where did we stop here? 5. Yeah, I guess that would support right there. So yeah. may have a short-term pennant right here that may be kind of fun. I'm not going to really draw because it's not too crazy, but it could be an interesting play right there. Not really a play, but something you just want to watch because it like goes up, right? Hey Chelsea, what made you get into trading? Oh boy, I kind of hated the corporate life of working downtown Seattle. It was a crazy lifestyle, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of work. Just like I don't like work. You may call me lazy, whatever, but I figured there was a better way to actually make money in life than just kind of slaving away at a corporation. And corporations are really nice. They give you benefits, all types of crazies, like perks. I had a cell phone stipend. I had a traveling stipend when I go to work. They gave me stipends for freaking everything. But it just it's a grind. You wake up like at 6 o'clock, and then you get back home at like 9 o'clock after the daily grind, and you really don't have anything to do with your life. You're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. I didn't live too close to my job in Seattle at first until I moved downtown with enough money. So it was pretty brutal, and I realized that, what, maybe I should try trading. It's a good market. People are looking okay. Well, it wasn't a good market, but I was like, people are making money right now. I want to learn how to trade options. I want to learn how to trade and just make some extra spare change, right? Then eventually I kept on learning how to do it. I bought books. I kind of practiced using YouTube videos, Discord gurus, whatever you want to call them. I kind of soaked in a bunch of information from as many places as I could find it. Some good information, some bad information, right? Discord gurus are not a really good thing, if you guys haven't learned by now. But over time I was able to learn, and eventually once I made a stable income from it, I quit my job with a couple, 6 months savings at that point actually. And then I had to try to learn, trade consistently for an extended period of time, which actually worked out okay for me. It doesn't work out okay for everybody. And one of the good things also was that I was able to budget appropriately. You guys don't health insurance. I got to pay for my own health insurance. I got to pay for my own dental insurance, my own eye insurance, all of my whatever needs, whatever you want to call them. I have to pay for all that crap myself now. I don't have a cell phone stuff anymore. I got to pay my own AT&T bill. It's the fun stuff like that. You have to get used to it. You have to get used to paying yourself once a month and living off of that pretty consistently. Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to get used to when you start trading and you become your own little business owner. You have to realize whoa, I don't have a steady $5,000 coming in from my company every single month after taxes, right? I can't do that anymore. What I have to do now is I have to say, okay, well, some months I may have $2,000 coming in as for profit. Some months I may have $20,000, $30,000 for profit. Well, that means I got to put that money aside and save it for a rainy day and give myself a little bit, maybe put $1,000 of that into my total money I can use every month, just to be safe, right? It's a whole process that's nobody ever talks about. Maybe I'll talk about it eventually, but nobody ever wants to learn about that type of stuff because nobody's ever at that level just yet, right? But just maybe, right? Hey Walter, speaking of the stock market, I feel like you're mentioning something about it possibly dropping in January 2022. Do you mind elaborating on it one more time? Thanks, Mike. So I think we're due for a little bit of a correction in the market. You probably got that just pretty correctly. We are seeing UK oil over $80. We are seeing American oil over $80. We are seeing lots of strains on the average consumer in America. Okay, that's first of all. On top of that, you're just seeing a lot of, I don't want to call it, inflation's a bitch. Inflation is shitty. When you used to be able to buy a whole bunch of stuff and now you can't afford it, or even with your new pay raises and stuff like that from the worker shortages and stuff like that, you see that you really just don't have enough to get you by. If you're paycheck to paycheck a while ago, you're probably still paycheck to paycheck now, even though you got that dollar raise at work, right? And it really sucks, right? But because of that and the way there's so many shortages, heck, I went to the store the other day and a lot of the shelves were empty, and I went to the store hey, where's everything at? Is there something in the back that you can get me? It's oh no, we just we're behind on the shipments, and I was like, the heck? So you got all those types of problems creeping up. It just doesn't. It's not getting better. They said inflation okay. I always knew inflation was not going to be transitory. It was only going to be here for a few months, whatever, like the Federal Reserve said, and all the pundits on CNBC. I had been saying guys, every time there's inflation, it's going to screw the little guy. And, so far, the little guy is being screwed over. You're seeing all these corporations raise their prices, and what are you seeing? You're seeing all of these people are still willing to pay those increased prices. So what does that mean? When inflation is over, do you think they're going to lower their prices? Nope. And it's that type of cycle as we head over here for the Dow. We're going to continue to keep breaking down below the Dow. This trend line used to be all the way over here, connecting these lines, then eventually moved to these lines and these lines. It's still breaking down. It's going more and more sideways. When these lines intersect, let's just do a broad path here. Let's say it goes somewhere like that, okay? Somewhere like that. And this path goes somewhere, since we're kind of dropping a little bit, somewhere like that. This intersection happens towards the end of Christmas, December 23rd, so like right before Christmas, okay? And then what may happen there is we have a little bit of a drop, or we might have a little bit of consolidation. On the flip side here, maybe the government fixes all of the debt crisis ceiling problems and not just kicks the can down the road. Maybe the government, COVID starts getting under control, even though we're about to head into the holiday season, right? Maybe all this stuff gets under control. Maybe inflation miraculously goes down. Maybe oil prices go down as well. Maybe Biden can really push the OPEC guys to pump out a lot more oil, or at least convince us to put out a lot more oil. We have a freaking ton of oil here. But whatever. If we're able to do that, we can get back on track and break out and try to go back up to like 36,000, 38,000, some crazy number like that, and keep this gravy train rolling, right? We could easily do that too. But you have to really be depending on Congress to get its act together, and you have to be depending on COVID being resolved. Not eliminated, but just kind of, we're not freaking out about every single thing related to COVID, okay? When COVID's not in the news like every single day, like, oh my God, we're all dying, oh my God, you're not wearing a mask, you're killing my baby, stuff like that, life should get a little bit better, and you see the market kind of react in a more positive manner, because people aren't going to be uncertain about how the country's doing. Right now, what's driving a lot of this stuff is we're just seeing a lot of uncertainty, which is just not good, right? This stall really happened right around here in May. Nothing really was going on in May. Things were pretty good. We just saw that the market, we've kind of gone a long way. Now we have bad news keeping us down, right? Bogging us down, which is not going to really help us out. But if we end up breaking down here, we do have a death cross. I mean, we can go all the way back down to 30,000, maybe even lower than that, maybe down to 26,000 if the market's not able to kind of keep itself up. I think because Jerome Powell has the ability to kind of print money at any point in time, we may do a slight dip towards maybe 30,000, maybe a little bit lower than that, but his money printer will turn on automatically, and Congress will be like, okay, fine, help us. Inflation will go up even more, but, the market will be saved. Yeah. It's not really a positive experience, but, the more you dive into stocks, crypto, politics in general, because politics controls a lot of what you see, you realize it's pretty much just a game, and you just have to be on the right side of the game. You don't really worry about what's going on around the world. Like with oil prices, you guys all know I grew up dirt poor, right? So I grew up in a place called Salishan in downtown Tacoma. When I first moved into my assisted living house with my mom, well, not assisted, poor people house, whatever you want to call it, there were rats on the ground running around, right? Now I have, money, whatever, happiness, whatever, what do you want to call it, right? Maybe happiness. But now when I look at barrels of oil being $80 and still pumping up here, I'm just like, this is going to affect a lot of people. Gas right now in the United States, or at least in Washington State, is around $4 plus a gallon. Okay, maybe a little bit less in certain spots. Well, a few years ago, even before COVID, gas was like, for me at least, it was like $2.55, maybe $2 in COVID time. Really, really cheap. Okay, depending on where you got your gas. And so you could drive a lot of places. You can, drive your kids to school, do whatever you got to do. Well, imagine being a mom that has a budget, like a paycheck to paycheck budget. She spends like $300 of gas a month. I think that's a normal amount of gas for a month, personally, if you're driving every single day, right? Now imagine that $300 suddenly turns into $600 because of inflation and how the United States and other world countries that deal with oil exports, how they're kind of affecting the markets. It's not going to be good. Now that mom who wanted to buy a few extra things to kind of keep the house clean, like maybe a new sofa, or maybe a new car, or maybe a new anything really, anything new, maybe a new Barbie doll for her kid. Well, now she can't afford that. And so what happens? There's a whole bunch of moms that can't afford that gift. Now a whole bunch of people are getting laid off because they can't make that Barbie. So that might affect the Chinese economy a little bit more. But the corporate company that is in America, maybe they have to lay off a few middle-level management people because they don't have the capital. They need to scale down on their operations a little bit, right? And so the cycle, it just kind of goes on. And that's one of the problems we're seeing right now. So who knows if it's going to get better? I hope it does. Now, of course, I'm not usually worried about money. I'm doing well, right? But there are a lot of people that are going to not be doing well because of all this crazy stuff. Like right now, guys, look at this. Oil is just popping. I mean, it's above $80. The last time we had oil at $80 was 2014. And then remember this time, gas was almost up to like $5 around here. If you guys remember this huge peak, this was 2008. This is when all the oil was going over to war and, freaking out about Middle East and all that other types of crazy stuff. Everyone just kind of stockpiling at that point, and you saw what happened afterwards. Huge drop. But let me go to percent range. I'll go to the middle range. We're about 25% off. Imagine if oil gets up to not like, I don't know what the gas is in your parts of the country, or wherever you guys are from. Gas is already expensive. We know that. But just imagine if gas prices got 25% more expensive. Wherever you are, 25% more expensive. How would you feel? It wouldn't feel good, right? So hopefully we're able to fix all this stuff where the government is. I'm not really betting on it, but if you guys keep on making money in the market and keep on holding and doing a good job on that, maybe learn how to trade on Bidget or whatnot, whatever you guys learn to trade off of, whether it be Kucoin, Bidget, Voyager, Webull, Robinhood. If you guys like Robinhood, I don't recommend it, but if you guys like it, look at this little pop off. That's a beautiful pop off the 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart. You guys should be able to withstand this kind of weird thing that's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to be like cataclysmic or anything like that, but it's just going to be tough times type of stuff, right? Is that a Cabernet you're slipping on? I am too. Yeah, it is. What is this? Oh my god, it's all in French. It is a Grenache. That's what it is. With a little bit of Syrah in it, apparently. Don't know, but it's very, very good. I haven't been drinking wine in a minute, so cheers, everybody. Let me check out here. You want to see what AMD's going to do pre-market? AMD's been looking okay over the past few days. Down a percent. Oh, it's in this pennant right here. Unfortunately, it did not break out of this last pennant right here, right? Attempted to break out, came screaming back down. That was because of the market having its fluctuations. But going forward here, it'll either try to bounce off the 20-day moving average, then it might have a high tomorrow of around 106, 107. If you're looking to play a little bit of an options play, I'd probably wait for the actual breakout to occur, because this could always go back down to maybe $100 or so. But short term, it doesn't look too bad. I would say it's going to have a little bit of trouble dealing with the 20-day moving average. If it ends up breaking down below that, it'll probably come down to 103, 102. Otherwise, you might see, if the overall market is green tomorrow, you're going to see a nice green bar that tries to break out. Probably won't, but it'll try, which could then lead to another try on Tuesday. But I think the market's closed tomorrow, isn't it? I forget. But yeah, the next available day. So it looks okay. I'm really waiting for this to actually break out before I buy anything on it. Go back over to Ethereum. Starting to see crypto curl one more time. Little curl. Hopefully it curls and whoop, right. What are my thoughts on SHIB? I like SHIB as a long-term hold, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. I bought a few months ago, and I like where it's popping. I'm probably going to sell out of my position in the next week or two, and then I'll look to buy back in if it does take a considerable dip. But I'm just catching the late game for this rally in SHIB. It's been looking fine. If you guys want to buy into it, fine. Now, if you guys do buy into it, I just say please be aware that it is going to be volatile for the next few weeks. It may be good volatility or bad volatility. Just be sure that you guys know. You guys should be watching that pretty well. Okay. Hey, Bitcoin staying strong here. Look at this. Look at this little guy. There we go. Still trying for Bitcoin. see. Hey Trevor, you seem like a good guy and your insight is interesting. Thank you. Hey guys, I appreciate it. Every time you guys subscribe, every time you guys like, I do appreciate it a lot. And I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I do think that when you guys subscribe, it gives you a little notification on the screen through Streamlabs. If it doesn't, let me know. But if you guys do subscribe, I do appreciate it a lot. And if you guys do like the video, every like does help. I never get many likes on the videos because I never really ask people to like, but if you guys can like, I'd appreciate it a lot. Especially as Bitcoin's looking to try to pop off again to try to get above this 56,755 level. If you see 1,000 people in chat, the bull run starts for real. Let's see. Hey, John, yeah, those were freaking crazy times. Oh, hold on, sorry guys. There's this one guy asking for Bitcoin. I gotta hide him. There we go. Hey, computer guy, got you. Okay, I don't think U.S. residents can verify anymore. Oh, that may be it for Kucoin. That might be it. Try out Bidget. The only thing I would say that Kucoin, I liked Kucoin had a little bit more choices as far as coins are concerned, but well, I guess what do you call it? They're putting on tons of coins. They put on so many coins every freaking month, so they're building up their exchange capabilities quite a bit. Bidget has a spot where you don't have to use leverage. You can buy just flat out coins, right? Or you can go to futures. You can trade with leverage. So if you wanted to have 125x leverage, whatever, you can trade there. Most people that I know, they do the copy trading or they try to practice leverage trading. But you know, if you guys just want to buy a coin that you can't find on Binance or any other places, you could look for it here. Buy some sheep, right? You could have bought some sheep a while ago here, some band, whatever you guys want to buy, right? You guys could have bought it. Is my main point. Excuse me. Now. All right, boy. Come on, Bitcoin. We need to see this continue to pop up there. Let's see. Hey, please, yes, but allows U.S. citizens. So for me to sign up and for you guys as well, for United States citizens, all you have to do is you have to hold up your driver's license and the little code that they tell you to do, and you're good to go. I don't know how they got through the regulations. The regulations to do an exchange in the United States are just so crazy. Like even Binance had to break apart its own system in order to go into the United States. It's just crazy anytime an exchange is able to do that. But if you go through all those hurdles, you get American cash flow, right? And that's what all these exchanges are after. They want all of your money left and right, which is fine, right? Everybody wants it. It's pretty much like a bank, right? But I like it. It wasn't too hard. It took me like 10 minutes to sign up. Once Bitcoin hits 100K, that's where the real FOMO begins. That's why I'm going to be scaling out of my positions and starting to waiting for the crash. Because there's going to be so many people buying up all these coins at $100,000, and then the market's going to drop, and they'd be like, "Why is the market going down?" And then I'd be like, "Why didn't you buy at $50,000 like the rest of us? Why didn't you buy it? Why didn't you buy at these lower levels when everybody was freaking out?" That's when you buy. You don't buy when everybody is happy and jolly. That's when you start selling to everybody else. That's when you start selling off to the masses that wants to buy at incredibly high prices. What we want to do is we want to buy low, sell high. Ooh, ouch, my ear. Let's see. If you work, if you work company, you just number of employees. Once you get older, they let you go for young employees. Yeah, I mean that happens to everybody. It's just a fact of life. The fact that I get to the fact that I just get to wake up out of my bed, go take my dog outside to go to the bathroom, then go take a shower while he waits outside because he's too scared to leave. Then, I just go make breakfast. Maybe I'll go out for breakfast at a nice restaurant. Maybe I just make a wrap since I'm on a diet. And then what I do, I just kind of hop on my computer, look at the charts, and I get to work. And if I want to trade options today, I'm like, okay, well, let me trade options. If I want to trade crypto today, I'm like, let me trade crypto. Usually I'm more in favor of options trading. But since the market right now is so wonky dervy, I'm like, yeah, I can make some money trading crypto. And right now there's some volatility, which makes it a little bit easier, right? But the fact that I can do that, or if, let's say, I'm just not feeling well, I don't want to do anything today. Guess what? I'm not doing anything today, right? Now, I don't do that too often because most of the time I try to save my time when I was sick for a whole week. Well, guess who didn't have to call in sick and use sick hours because I was sick for a week? I just told you guys in a post, like, hey guys, I'm so sorry I can't talk, I'm sick, I have the flu, right? And the week before that, I was at a wedding. So that had been 2 weeks off right then and there. One for a wedding that I could have planned for with a corporation, but the next week I'd been sick, right? it's the craziness and the freedom of it, really, the freedom of it. That's what I'm hoping you guys can do. I don't care what you guys do with your freedom after you guys make some money and you guys learn from me and learn from other people, other YouTubers, books, whatever you want to call it. It's not just going to be me that helps you become a better trader. Majority of it's going to be from you and your hard work. But when you guys get to that level, do whatever the freak you want. Just be smart about it, right? Move to another country if you want to. Buy the biggest, newest pickup truck you want. Buy the nicest, newest mansion house you can afford. Do whatever you want. Just make sure it's part of a smart plan that you have designed for yourself, right? If you have, one of my friends told me this. He's like, Michael, tell your viewers when they start making money, make sure they don't forget the prenup, right? It's stuff like that. You got to be smart, have a plan, and just be good about how you're planning your future. Realize that you guys have to pay for your own health insurance. Let's see. Hey, Little Scratcher, the UK has a lot of gas shortages since they can't find any truck drivers. They kicked all immigrants in Europe. Oh, I didn't think about that. I don't really follow European politics all too much, really. But, yeah, I mean, heck, in America, we're still having trouble with truck drivers. Truck drivers, I think, is a very crucial job, but I don't think it's a job that people give a lot of respect to, and I think they should. Like, I don't know. My friend's dad is a truck driver, and he seems freaking amazing. He loves his job. I mean, it sounds nice. You just get to drive around all day, listen to the radio, deal with really bad drivers on the roads, right? And you just moving stuff from one place to another. You make good money, but there's a stigma around truck drivers that makes it so like they don't want to do the job. But dude, if you can make like $30 an hour, however much money they're making, with benefits and all this stuff as bonuses and whatnot, dude, you better go do that job. We have a very coddled generation. It's not just like the millennials and my generation, and it's not that it's Gen Xers because there's a lot of good hard work in there, but it's just it's weird, Back in the day, people would trip over each other to get a job at Burger King, even though it was a pretty shitty job, right? Now people are like, Burger King, I'm not working there. Let the company close. Let it close, right? I had never seen a Burger King not be able to get workers before. It was incredibly hilarious this year. Because there were so many shortages, we can't find workers, right? All that type of crazy stuff. But, you get my point. There's going to be a lot of weird shit happening in the next few years. And it's going to be a roller coaster, not just in the markets, but the way we live our lives. Not going to go too philosophical into it, but it's going to be, it'll be very interesting to see how everything turns out, right? Hopefully by the end of all this change, you'll be making money. Because usually during these times of change, you get to... a lot of upward mobility happens in these crazy times of change. I'll put it that way, right? Let's see. Hey, Yusufar, I'm not really sure. Right now on Bitcoin, you're looking at a 1-minute chart. On Ethereum, you're looking at a 5-minute chart. This may be the different time frames. Hey Steve, I think the stock market is headed down and there's been a massive outflow of cash from equities, so it seems institutions are moving more and more money into Bitcoin. Supply chain issues don't affect crypto after all? No. What is interesting though, yeah, that you made an important point about massive outflows of cash from equities. That is 100% true. It's just been replaced by money from the federal government, Jerome Powell. But it's just gonna be when it hits, it's gonna be bad. But until then, let's remember, let's have fun. Hey, BG, purchasing power has been diminished. Unfortunately, you are very correct right there. Hey, Matt, will the government not kick the can down the road? One can only dream. I mean, for real. I mean, guys, I'm not a political guy. You hear me bash Democrats as much as Republicans here. It's just, again, it's all a game. Understand that, and you'll become a cynic like me. But you'll learn how they trade, you'll learn how they make money, and you'll follow the money. I mean, it can be really crazy. Remember, there are websites we can follow all the senators and House members' stock trades. It's all public information. Usually Nancy Pelosi, she usually buys something before it pops, and it usually does pretty well. Part of it is also the fact that she buys something causes people to want to buy it as well. But she usually has some type of information where she does buy it pretty decent timing when it comes to news coming out, right? So, whether you're Democrat or Republican, make money off of Nancy Pelosi's trades. Right? Let's see. Hey Brett, nothing really I'm looking at so far to break out. AMD is a possible choice. None of my major plays that I choose to look at, none of them are really looking all too popular at the moment. They're just looking okay. AMD is probably the one I would say keep an eye on for the next few days. That's going to be the one that pops if anything happens. Netflix was a few weeks ago, that popped off. Most of the other plays that I had for you guys, while we wait for Bitcoin to make a little bit of a surge, it's looking like it wants to pop up here, but we'll wait for it in a second. So these are the breakouts that we've been watching over the last few weeks. But you see, because of the market, right? Nice breakout, good profits. Broke down, you sell, looking okay. Came back to the trend line. This is where we're going to start loading up for Allstate. Netflix, beautiful breakout, popped up. Right now, don't want to buy this. It's consolidating after another breakout. ABV, bad news came out after the breakout. Broke out, went up a little bit, but that bad news killed this play entirely. Like, entirely. That is insane. ECL, broke out, did fine. The market madness happened where everybody was freaking out about the market. Now we're looking at more about a trend line like that. A little bit more of a, you could still consider that a pennant, I guess. It looks like it's more of a longer term trend though now. But yeah, so looking at this, it's at the low side. You don't want to be buying that yet. EMN, still coming down, still waiting for that breakout when it occurs. I'll be buying it right there. Crowd, broke out, then broke down because of the market. The market really killed so many good plays, guys. Like, so many good plays. Etsy, broke out, was doing fine. Market trouble hit. Now it's trying to recover. Etsy could still be a good play. But that breakout for Etsy was perfect. Apple, broke out. Also broke out here as well. Was moving up. Got hit by the market turmoil. JBHT, broke out. Market turmoil. MGM, on the verge of breaking out. MGM could be something you guys want to watch. AMD here is the other one that's been on my list for a while. Looking okay. We'll see how that turns out. There we go. All right, perfect. The FOMO minutes will be released this Wednesday from September meetings. So Wednesday will be crazy. Our November 3rd or 4th FOMC meeting will announce tapering, correction incoming. Oh, geez. I hope they don't taper. I don't know, just for profit's sake. But I mean, for the sake of the United States of America, they really should stop pumping in so much money into the market. Like, sometimes the market just has to go down a little bit. I mean, it really just has to. It may affect everyday people. I understand that, but like, now the problem is going to be so much worse for everyday people because they try to protect everyday people. Crazy people we have over there, right? I haven't heard of the side timer Unu yet. It could be another meme coin. Usually those things are what you just buy, you wait for the pop, and then you sell. You don't hold on too long. You buy, wait for the pop, sell. That's about it. Try to time your buy with a little bit of volatility. That usually helps out a little bit. But besides that, I don't know too much about it. Usually the Inu coins are stuff you want to play around with and wait for the pop. Oh, I'd love $1 gas again. Low roller scratcher for sure. Oh wow, check Bitcoin USD on Bitstamp. Massive work on the down to 150K a few hours ago. Surprised it didn't affect the other changes. Oh, dude, that'd been freaking crazy. Hey, we're popping. Another breakout here. Now again, every time we break out, we get knocked down again, and we try to, do it again, right? See right here. But we're trying here. We're trying. Let's see if we can keep let's see if we can keep this up. There we go. That is a crazy work, down to 51K. That is really terrifying. Hey, Chelsea, are you watching VYGR, CCXI, and DATS later on today? I mean, I possibly could. When it comes to those type of plays, high volatility penny stocks are not real where most traders make money in America. Most of us make money by doing breakout trading, which is a lot more safer and stable, and there's a lot more indicators to saying, hey, this thing's going to pop and break out, right? As far as what I might be looking at is maybe CCXI, that may be a good one right there. All those may be good, but those are stuff you want to be in and out really fast and scalp. You normally don't want to hold on to those after hours unless you have just like cojones of steel, so to speak. Go for it if you want to. It's just, that's really outside of my risk reward analysis personally. I can't say more than that. It's just that's kind of how I feel about those types of plays. When I was new to trading, that seemed like the easiest way to make a lot of money. I just realized that when I traded like that, more often than not, I was losing money until I started doing the more safer, stable breakouts. And on those breakouts, I was looking okay. Like if you look at something like Apple here, this is an example. Why? Oh, I put 2 A's instead of 2. There you go. Okay. This breakout right here. Now let's assume I didn't trade options, because when I first started learning how to trade, I didn't trade options. This gave me 10% in about 23 days. When I was like really getting used to trading, that was perfect. That was more than enough for me. I was really happy with that, right? And then until I was making a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. And it was only when I realized how to trade options that I really realized, like, whoa. When in reality, if I just bought shares, this is 11% over 27 days. Well, then all of a sudden, when I trade options, that's like 331%, 439%, 16%. That's a lot of money for just, let's call it probably like 5-6 days. And so you learn the patterns, you learn the breakouts, you learn all the boring stuff, and then you use that with options and other forms of trading, whether you want to trade stocks with leverage or whatnot, or short, whatever. You learn how to do that type of stuff, and it makes your life just so much easier. And part of the reason is, like, let's go to that. What is it called? CCXI here. Okay. Let's say I wanted to trade this here, and I was not able to get in the morning, right? It broke out in the morning. It did all this crazy stuff. It opened up, right? Well, guess how many people bought right here, became bag holders for a while. Guess how many new traders bought up here, bought up here, bought up here, kept on freaking out because it kept on going down and down and down, and then finally sold somewhere around this area, only for it to go up later on throughout the day. A lot of broken people, right? That happens to so many people. Now, you could have made some good money if you were to hold this right here. Caught the falling knife. That's about 28%, right? But, to risk, a potential like 31% plus for 36%, it just doesn't make much sense in my head. I play with these types of plays just for fun, like I'm going to the casino. These are casino plays to me in my head. Yeah, it's just like a straight up casino game in my head when I play these types of things. I did the same thing for CCEI or CCI, I think it was. Maybe Crown Castle International. Was that it? No. CCEI, maybe that's it. No, I forgot what it was. There was a play a few days ago where it popped off and it crashed and it popped off again. I forget what it was. Don't worry about it telling me in the comments, because I'm not going to come back to it. But I ended up catching a falling knife, made a few bucks, and literally it was just a few bucks. It was nothing more. I didn't go heavy onto it, but it was just kind of fun to trade, right? And I didn't care about the profits. I really just cared about trying to get the best price and selling for a decent price afterwards. Hey, I appreciate that, Wild, and I will let you know if I see anything crazy happening in the market. I'm really just waiting for that death cross. Since I work from home, I have the ability to just I have the flat screen behind me. I have the ability to just put up CNBC on my TV or put it on my Thinkorswim platform, and I just kind of listen to what they say for most of the day. Usually they're pretty wrong, but you can tell when they have a sentiment and when their guests have a sentiment saying, we're starting to pull back. We're starting to pull back a little bit of money just in case. We're just starting to do this, yeah. That's like alarm bells in my ears, and I'll tell you guys when that starts to happen. Hey, Rodney, no worries. I appreciate you joining in, and I'm glad you enjoyed the session. Fast food employees need to pay at least $20 an hour. Oh, yeah. What do you call it? I'm up for a $12 Whopper. When I was working in Montana in college, I was earning $8 an hour. Guess what I was able to do for $8 an hour? Not much, because Bozeman was a college town, so the whole economy revolved around rich college kids, which nothing wrong with it, right? But for me, I was having a problem because I could not pay to do anything. Like here, 8 times 20, right? Times 4. That's about $640 a month. Minus the taxes, it was about $500. It took a lot out. Oops. Nope, sorry. It was about, with everything, it was about $500 I took home. And then what I did with that, it was gas to get me to school. It was paying part of my rent, because I was in I paid for a room in a house, and I was paying $360 a month. And so you saw how much money I had left over for that. Right? Not much at all. So what I did is I ended up, hustling to make extra money outside of work. And then I was able to go to parties and sometimes go out drinking with friends and stuff like that. And then I worked at a bowling alley, so I got discounted drinks at the bowling alley, free Jello shots, all the good stuff. I used to work at a place called the Bozeman Bowl. I wonder if it's still open. Cheers, everybody. Bozeman Bowl. Here we go. So yeah, I used to work with the leagues and the Friday night. It's like a night show type of thing in there. I know this guy. I walked in one day with a cast after I freaked out my leg, and he laughed at me. But it was so funny because we're friends like that. Wow, they got a black guy to pose in this. That's absolutely crazy. Back when I went there was no black people that ever came to bowling alley. That's why. I'm not gonna get racial, but it's just hilarious to see that. I wonder if I go to here to the pictures. I wonder if I could find myself in an old picture. Oh, it looks like they're too old now. No, it's too many family things. I'll show you guys something funny very quick, then we'll go back to crypto because it's going to be... Oh, I don't know my Facebook password. No. Yeah, I don't know my Facebook password. Hold on a second here. Back up to CoinMarketCap. Look at that. See, we tried to break out, got smacked back down. Let's see if we're able to hold it again. Let's see right here. Because I do have a pretty funny pic right here. How do I go to my photos? Oh, some wedding photos too for my friend's wedding. That looks nice. And that's New York trip. That's Philly trip. That's Vegas trip. Vegas, Montana. Come on. I might have lost it. Had a lot of random photos. I'm not really much of a social media person, guys, even though I guess YouTube is social media. Most of the stuff I used to get was phishing stuff. There we go. This is what I wanted to find. Alright. Found it. Let me just send it to my email. Seattle, blah 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 for the. There we go. All right, you guys will see it in just a few seconds here. Nancy almost got killed in the Vatican today. Oh Jesus, what happened to her? Hey Jonathan, I'm up $12. I'm up for a $12 Whopper. Oh yeah, $12 Whopper. Oh Jesus, that'd be insane. I don't know. I don't eat much fast food. I'm already big enough. I'm dieting. I'm eating literally wraps right now. So, which I do like, and I keep track of all my calories. It's pretty crazy, but it's working. So. Let's see. If they can't find employees, where are all the robots going to go? Oh, no. For heaven's sakes, I'm okay with robots taking everybody's jobs. I just want the corporations to have to pay for... I want there to be new jobs that replace those jobs, right? I don't think... So, like, my thing is, if a robot can take somebody's job that's flipping a burger, awesome, right? But don't just kick that person that's flipping a burger to the side of the road. Give them a job that's more fulfilling. Teach them whatever you want to teach them. I don't care. But, the guy that's flipping a burger, I guarantee he does not want to be flipping a burger unless it's some type of old schooly, cool place or hip place, whatever, right? Or it's like his personal restaurant. He likes cooking the burgers old fashioned, whatever. Think about it. Pretty soon, cooking your own burger is going to be old fashioned out of like a fast food joint. Crazy, right? Let's see. Let's see. Hey Byron, agree to disagree on Fed support. LOL, government isn't there to save traders. I wouldn't say they're there to save necessarily the traders. It's just because they're there kind of to save the corporations. The traders are kind of just kind of bystanders. They're kind of just, you know, they just kind of reap the rewards because of it, right? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Dennis. Nice to see you back, my man. The last week was great for me as far as jumping in and out of stocks. I hope this week is the same. Yeah, I mean, so far, there's nothing to me saying we're heading for like a huge crash this week or anything like that. The one thing that may be a little bit of concern is the oil prices, but that's about it. But I don't know if the oil prices are really going to do much. I'll be watching the news tomorrow to see what the experts think about it, but I still think that the oil prices aren't going to be too crazy. I'm hoping, for heaven's sakes, we can get some delegation over to the OPEC, to, you know, like the Arab countries, and just say, hey, please start producing more oil. Please, whatever the deal has to be struck, we really can't, like, gas prices are going to get really freaking intense here. Let's see. Next level of resistance, X fallen. Hey, let me see. It's been a while, dude. It's been a while since we've been up this high. That's a beautiful thing. Ooh. I mean, in reality, it's really right up next to like 57,558, somewhere around there. If you're expecting a little bit more of a bullish run, which I am, I'm assuming somewhere around here at about 59,000 is a good round number. Usually, you know, there's not really levels there all the time, but it just seems like every time we try to hit $1,000 mark when we're trying to break out, it's always a level of resistance right there, right? But I would assume around 58,000, 59,000. There we go. Okay. Back to the 1 minute here. Oh, geez, what was I doing? Scrunch. There we are. Okay. Hey, Lavelle Scratch. If a person is investing in cryptocurrency and you are on disability, do you lose disability if you strike it rich like Dogecoin and others? I would assume so. Yeah. Now you may end up like people. My mom's on disability. Her disability cost. She broke her back a while ago. She did some government work and she got sick doing some contract work for the government. So they pay for most of her stuff. But I know for a fact that like her bills are like over $20,000 a month. So let's say she made like $200,000 in Bitcoin. It's gone before the year is over. And then she gets right back on it, except for now she has to deal with all the court fees and all that other type of stuff getting back on the disability. So, you know, I would assume, yeah, you're going to lose it. What I would say is, usually the way it works out is if you're on disability, you usually give the money to somebody you trust and say, hey, and put it in this, and just pay I'll give you a cut, and I'll give the taxes plus the cut. I'll give you. That way you're not in any trouble. And then I just put the money in, like, you know, not my bank account, but like in a little cash drawer, whatever you want to call it, safety deposit box, nice and safe, so you can live life without having to worry about the government. Right? That's if you don't want the government to pay for everything. I'm okay with screwing over the government every now and again. I really don't care. Hey, but wouldn't have to worry about any workers doing stuff to the food. I've always been terrified about asking people, like, to say, hey, my food doesn't taste good, can you, like, redo it? I don't do it too often. I only do it at the very nicest of restaurants because I'm like, I'm paying $100, $125 nowadays for a steak and lobster. Is it too hard to ask this? Like, the lobster is not like overcooked or undercooked, or, you know, just kind of cooked right? I do say right a lot, but it's just like there's this really good place in Bellevue. It's called they're all over the place in Washington, called Daniel's Broiler. Okay. Beautiful place. I take all my friends here when they visit. I take them all here. It's my little way of saying welcome to town, right? Go to dinner. There is this really good thing here, steak and lobster. The filet mignon's pretty good. Let's see. I never had the Wagyu, but I thought about it. That seems a little pricey. Where's this sucker at? filet mignon. They raised it even more. Oh my gosh, it's $150. Jesus. So, like 3 years ago, this was $100. Last year, it was $125. This year, it's $150. This is absolutely insane. So I usually get this every single time. The USDA Prime Filet Mignon Twin 6-7 ounce baked lobster tails. Wow. They have a really good lamb chop. That's the pork chop. Oh, here, the Australian lamb chops are really good too. My God. Inflation sucks, guys. Inflation sucks. But yeah, everything here is amazing. It's very good. Even the Caesar salad is good, and I usually hate Caesar salads. But yeah, my God, jeez, like everything is going up in price. I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Well, I understand it, but I don't like it, right? Hey, Britt. Let's see. Oh, hey, Brady. Sorry. When is Doge gonna go up? We still have to wait. I'm still waiting for the breakout before I buy Doge, which means I might not lose. I might lose a little bit of profit here, but we're still waiting for it to break out here. It's a long process. It could be like a whole. It could be towards the end of this month that it breaks out. End of this month, but it is. It is doing some stuff. But end of the month is when I really think it could has a chance of breaking out. Hopefully soon if there's some big news coming out. But now, it's not looking too good. Or it's not looking bad. It's just not looking exciting. Gas price is too high. Gonna have to start working out my arms. Learn to start how to fly away for transportation. I don't know. Maybe ride a bike, take the bus or something like that. But I hate taking the bus. I absolutely hate taking the bus. When I was a kid, I used to have to take the buses everywhere, and it was but when I was a kid, I don't know. Nowadays, you don't see kids riding the buses. Back in the day in the ghetto, you could be like 10 years old and riding the bus to school or riding the bus somewhere else. It's just a totally weird, like, I don't know. It's such a weird life everybody's kind of moved on to. High-paying jobs will be needed to keep the high-tech jobs robots going. Well, yeah, but what about the people that lost their job that don't want to go to training to get those jobs, right? They're going to be the ones that kind of have that weird little spot where they're like, what do I do? Hopefully they choose to get the training. I'm hoping the government will actually, like, pay for the training for them to get those jobs. And, like, for the training, they'll pay them to do the training. So, it's like, hopefully that helps out. That'd be a program I would support on if they ask for a tax increase or something like that. But they'll probably do it in some wacky way where it doesn't make any sense, and the people choose not to go onto that career path. Hey, Brett Lamb, second good dude. That place is amazing. I go there quite a bit. I met one of the basketball players there actually. He was doing a charity event down below because there's a five-star hotel in the building as well. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there signing basketballs. If I had just had a basketball while I was going to dinner, I could have had it signed, but knowing me, I was not that smart. There we go. Let's see. Bus fare is getting expensive. Yeah, I used to have a bus pass, so you pay like $300, $400 a month, and it gets you to where you need to go. You just scan it and go. We have the Orca card here in Washington. It is definitely pretty much painful. Hey, 124. I have no idea how to make an NTF at all. I would turn to YouTube for that. Like, just literally Google YouTube how to make an NFT, and there's probably going to be some type of video that's like half an hour to an hour long that may help you. But I have no idea how to get started making an NTF. Like, if I did, I would trust me, I would tell you. But I have no idea. It's a field that I'm still trying to learn. I've been kind of lazy about it. Like, I don't really care about NFTs. I'm hoping I care enough to learn about it eventually. But right now I'm just like, cool. They're cool, right? After I sell my Ethereum for USD on Bitcoin, do I have to transfer my USD to the futures account? And is Bitcoin futures except from the Ethereum futures except for funding? So yeah. So what you would do is you would go to Bidget. Then from there you would move not to the futures account. You would move it from the spot account, which it isn't now if you sell the Ethereum. You'd move that over to United Futures. United Futures is where you'd move it to. And Steve, I know because I'm about to go to bed here pretty soon, but I do want you to see this, that I did post a video a little bit ago. Right. Videos. Right here. Ultimate Guide to Copy Professional Traders. Right here. You watch this. I go through the whole thing. It's like a 33-minute long video, but I break it down, everything from the regular trading, copy traders, how to copy the traders, and everything like that, right? And so I go through the United Futures, the money I'm making, the money I'm losing, the open trades, whole shebang bang. I do it all, and I go through the assets. I know I had a place in here. Yeah, I go through all the transferring, everything to do. You're going to be moving yours from the spot to the United Futures, okay? And you'll see it right here, spot to the United Futures, and I'm like pointing it out and everything like that. I'm still wearing the same shirt I recorded it for this morning. Same glasses, same haircut, same headphones. Oh, no headphones there. But yeah, so you'll find it out there. You'll find it pretty simple, and I break it out in a pretty good way. Let's see. Hey, 124 Coop, I made one. Try to sell it, and good luck. Like, if you make it rich, good luck, my man. Like, spend that money wisely, save it, invest it, do well with it. Let's see. But if it's flat USD, you're gonna be moving USD to USD, so it won't matter. You could also move Ethereum to Ethereum if you wanted to. But I don't know about once you sold it, just move the USDT. It'll be much easier process. Let's see. Hey, Brett, you have a twin for real? Oh, I just cannot wait for this to break out here. I'm being very impatient. But, you know, who knows? I'm not going to stream tomorrow morning, so I don't care about how late I stay up tonight. Although I probably will go to bed here pretty soon. Because I have to let my dog out. He's sleeping right now, but I have to let him out again. Then I might... I haven't made dinner yet. And I'm too much in the boonies to order... DoorDash. No DoorDash driver would come out here. 11:37. I'll just make a wrap. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, no worries, Steve. Happy to help you out, my man. Hey, Alexander. 15 is the minimum here in New York, and it's not enough. Oh, same in Seattle. Absolutely same in Seattle. There's no way you can live in Seattle and actually and make $15 an hour. It's impossible. Or you have to have a lot of roommates. That's how it's possible. But I haven't had a roommate since 2016. I have to say I enjoy it. Right? I absolutely enjoy it. Life is just so much easier. Let's see. I want to sell my classic car. How do I incorporate that into NTFs? I actually have no idea, my man. I know nothing about ETFs at all. Nothing at all. I just know that Bitcoin's about to break out, and I'm impatiently waiting for it to break out here. Hey, the Willow Scratcher. I don't know. I think some people just want to do it because they still want to take their kids to school and whatnot, but I have no idea. I'm like, after I left Seattle to move down to a little bit south of Tacoma, like close to like Graham area, I gave up on Seattle. Seattle's a very lovely place. I had money, so Seattle was very nice for me. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that there was a homeless crisis, it wasn't looking too hot. A lot of protests, a lot of riots. I was like, you know what? I can move out of here. Mostly because I don't work in Seattle anymore, right? But Seattle is still a very beautiful place. I do enjoy it a lot. It just, it's too problematic for me right now. And why pay $2,000, like $2,500, $3,000 for rent if I don't have to? Like, really, why pay it if I don't have to? Location was nice, but I'm not too much of a lifestyle guy if you guys got it, right? I remember, I'm just not too much of a lifestyle guy. I of course have nice clothes. I have like, watches and stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm not too interested in like showing off the wealth, if that makes sense. Wealth is nice, but showing it off, is there a point to it? Not really. I mean, you feel kind of good though. But it's just me. And plus, I have to help out my mom with a lot of her medical bills and stuff like that, and help her out with her living and stuff like that. So, and my sister, helping her get through college. Pretty soon, you saw I bought her a $2,000 computer. That's her college computer, practically, right? So just there to help out the family. That's also not cheap, but it's family. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna say no. Let's see. Hey, Captain Manny, thanks for doing what you do. Oh, no worries, my man. Also remember that China is buying all of our meat because they are in a huge fight with Australia. Yeah, I heard about that. That is actually pretty funny. Let them raise the prices. If American farmers are making money off of a spat with another country, all for it. Fed needs to make marijuana legal so Uber and DoorDash can deliver. Oh my gosh, that would be absolutely phenomenal. That'd be amazing. I do have a little weed pen here. I got a unicorn on the front and a what is this? Snowflake on the back. I don't know. I'm a pretty unorthodox guy though. I was like, yeah, freaking unicorn. Heck yeah. Getting low. But yeah, vaping is really nice. Let's see. Probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. Vaping is bad. Hey, Captain Matty, that breakout is occurring at 56,755. We've actually already broken out above it, but what's happening at this moment in time, guys, let me... Can I just draw a shape on here? Okay. What you're seeing right here is a lot of selling pressure. So every time we try to get up in this range, even if we break out and whatnot, we're just hitting a lot of selling pressure. I can even actually move this selling pressure a little bit down here. Because reality, it's like right around here. Every time we get up here, we get slammed. So we're having some trouble at the moment. You can see right here, we just try to get above it again. We're still getting slammed. We can still go up through it, but it's just a lot of selling pressure, which means probably sometime later on tonight when we're all asleep and we're going to miss all the fun action, we're going to see a nice little boom coming out of here, or we're going to slowly demolish that wall. If we're unable to demolish that wall and bulls become a little bit weaker, you may see shorts attack like what you saw earlier today when shorts attacked us from trying to break out here. This is the 1 minute now. Over here. See how we tried to break out? Nice, beautiful, long volume. Look at that. Shorts attacked us and kaboom, we crashed. Not really crashed, but we took a pretty hard hit, right? Now we're back up here because we've been up here for a while, but you know, this is hard. This is hard for Bitcoin to do at the moment. Pop right there, back to the 5, and it looks more like this. Looks more like this at the moment, right? But this is the last time we tried to break out. I mean, we did break out. This was the high right here that we broke out above, or this was right here. Yeah, this was. So we're moving up higher, but you just see we're getting smacked down. A lot. So this is a battle. It's not something that's going to happen very easily. Just because we break out doesn't mean we're going to the moon. This means we break out. We got to deal with the next wall, then the next wall. It's a grinding, ugly fight, and I'm kind of happy Asia's going to take over the fight because I'm tired, right? Let's see. See, you have an idea when a smart invest would think that we pushed past that selling pressure? You're probably going to see a lot of longs coming here at one time. So, like, if you guys went over here and you guys probably saw the trades that happened earlier, you saw about $30 million shorted all like within a minute of each other. You'll probably see something similar to that happening on the upside here. But instead of shorting, they're going to be buying, right? Legalize all spec sporting and non-casinos. That could actually be pretty fun. Hey, Captain, sell off early before market tomorrow? No, you don't. You don't have to sell off. No, you don't have to do anything like that. You just got to be aware of what's happening and just be, watch. You don't have to sell until we break down to do anything like it starts doing anything crazy, right? I mean, I didn't sell my positions when I saw that we're getting slapped down because I knew we were still pretty bullish, right? There we go. Hey, X Garbage. It's going to take a while. Dogecoin's doing its own thing right now. It is not really popping up as much as you want it to over the last few weeks. Excuse me, over the last 60 days, actually. So, Dogecoin's going to take a while. It could take a whole another month. It could take a whole another 3 weeks, probably. It's going to take some time here. Somebody dumped heavy earlier on my chatty works to 50K. Oh, I think chart. Yeah, I think Steve was just telling me about that. He said it went down all the way down like 51K or something like that, and it was a huge sudden drop. Yeah, I mean, imagine getting to be able to buy Bitcoin at 51,000 right now. That is crazy profit. You'd already be out of the trade because you just don't care. Like you already made your money. But yeah, that is crazy amount of money to be able to make if on that specific exchange. me skip this song. It's a little too slow. That works. Okay. Yeah, but right now we're seeing a whole bunch of selling pressure from Bitcoin. Not too fun, but hopefully we're able to break out sometime in the next hour or so. Hello, West. All altcoins are not doing much. It's not just Dogecoin, Bitcoin dominance is going up. Yeah, but I mean, not all altcoins, but like, let me show you. Or better yet, let me just show you on here. Like over the last 7 days, Bitcoin's been going up more, but you still see some things are gaining. Like Bitcoin's up 19%. Oh, let's go to the last 60 days. 30 days. Last month is fine. 30 days, Bitcoin's up 25%. Well, actually, Bitcoin is only up 25% since the last 60 days. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, but yeah, Ethereum's up 7%, so not as much. BNB is up only 2%, not much. Tethers, we don't care. XRP's up 8. Sol's down 16, but after that huge run up before, who cares? Polkadot up 20. Doge down 2. Luna down 2. Uniswap up 7. AVAX up 7 or 15. Litecoin up 2. Raptor Bitcoin 25. So there are things moving around here. There are things moving, but a lot of the coins that we know and love, a lot of them are also like just being stagnant over the last week or so. So we're just waiting for that big pop right here, which hopefully comes with Bitcoin making a move here later on tonight, right? I guarantee as soon as I go to bed, guys, here in a few minutes, we're gonna pop off and I'm gonna be like, sorry guys, I'm already asleep, right? Or taking my dog out to pee. Bitcoin US ETF news might pump Bitcoin up higher. Yeah, it definitely could. Any news that suggests that Bitcoin's becoming more mainstream is good for the longevity of Bitcoin's prices. We may see a little bit of a dip or something crazy happen during the news itself because of volatility and all that fun stuff. But yeah, over time, it does help out Bitcoin's price. Just like El Salvador adopting cryptocurrencies, okay? PBTS. $1.16. No. I mean, it could break out from a short squeeze or something like that, but this is something you got to be very careful about. You said PBTS, yeah. You don't want to hold this for too long because normally this thing just over time just goes down and down and down. If you want to buy $1.18, just have a stop loss at about $1. Because you're just going to be waiting for a random pop and you're going to sell on the first day of the pop, start scaling out after, like on the first, second, third day of a potential pop here, right? But you got to be very careful about this type of play because if you just hold on it for too long, it's going to come down and down and down, maybe even lower than $1. So just be very careful about that, okay? Don't leave your windows down either. It'll rain for sure. It happens every time. I'm just happy Washington's getting some rain. It's raining right now, and I'm just so happy. Oh, yeah, and the last thing here, I will show you guys. Remember I told you guys I worked at a bowling alley for $8 an hour. There we go. Oh, I forgot I had the futures warning on. Okay, that's fine. This is the picture, though. I love working at the Bozeman Bowl, as what my thing said here. But yeah, there was some drunk guy that fell asleep on the car outside, and it wasn't even his car. So this is my friend Dylan, who was working with me at the time. I still talk with him every now and again. But what do you call it? Yeah, we were closing up, and it was like 20 degrees outside. It was freaking freezing. And we just saw this guy outside sleeping in the car. We had to wake him up and get him home, but otherwise he would have frozen to death. Freaking insane. But yeah, it's the fun stuff like this. It made it worth the job worth $8 an hour, when in reality it was not worth $8 an hour, right? I know someone at my job, he put in 600 in SHIB and now has 2K. Hey, there you go. That's what you're looking for. For a second, I thought you were talking about my tea guy, because the guy that makes my tea, I don't know if I have a tea bag here. It's literally comes from a place called Mad Hat Tea. Mad Hat Tea. So I thought you were talking about my tea guy, and I was like, what the heck are you talking about, tea? Let's see. XYO has been good at pullback. Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, it might be a good idea to actually buy some in there as well, so it might not be too bad. Hey, Crypto Profit, hope you've been doing pretty well, my man. Hope you've been doing pretty well. We're waiting for Bitcoin to break out, but it's not doing anything. And I got about 10 minutes before I take my puppy out and I go to bed, so I'm really hoping Bitcoin can make a move over here pretty soon. Oh, there we go. It's grinding, guys. It's grinding. It's just taking its sweet, sweet time. Let's see. Ugh. Oh, yeah, guys, don't believe the signals here on the 1 minute. They're better for like 15 minutes plus, these signals, these trading signals. Just a little bit of a heads up. Ugh, what's this? Dogecoin looking, yeah. I'm hoping Dogecoin can continue to get back up here towards 24 cents by the end of tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, so far working out a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Ethereum, back to 5. Pop up right there. Let's wait this sucker out. Meanwhile, I mean, you know what? It's climbing stairs right now. As long as it continues to climb stairs, I'm fine. Let's hope it doesn't hit the 200, or if it does hit the 200, it's able to bounce off of the 1 minute chart. I have an eye on Kuma right now. Ooh, there you go. Let's see. How do I feel about crypto gaming? I mean, I think it's fine. I don't really know like too much about the specifics on it, but I think it's perfectly fine to gamble with crypto. Absolutely fine. I've been contacted by a few different crypto gaming companies to do advertisements, but I usually don't. Like, I don't advertise coins on the channel because it's just too hard for me to vet the process. It really is too hard for me to vet to know like, hey, the coin's here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would not be a good YouTuber if I just promoted the coins that like people offered me online. Like, well, actually, let me go to this email. Let's see. Let's see, is there anything here? Wave Ducks NFT Gaming, a red hot new crypto DeFi game that's already attracted 6,500 players in just 3 months since launching, right? It's stuff like this. Let me see what the heck this is. Wave Ducks. Let's Google it. Wave Ducks. Haha, reminds me of that old 80s movie. I forget what it's called, with the duck. Howard the Duck. Collectible digital duck images in NFT format. Collect the ducks and share them with the other players, as well as breed ducks to get unique, highly valuable item. Like Tamagotchi for crypto or NFTs. But yeah, like, I personally would not advertise this because I don't know. I really just don't know. It looks legit, but I just don't know. But yeah, it's this type of weird stuff. Ducks created today. 33 ducks created today. The most expensive duck ever. Freaking looks hilarious. But yeah, so, you know, it's just weird stuff that I don't comprehend just yet, so I can't really, advertise it as of yet, right? Right now, I just kind of stick with affiliate offers and the world keeps on rolling. Hey, Crypto Profit, anyone able to find where they put the search bar and on CoinMarket? It's right here next to sign up. It's really kind of dim. Nobody ever sees it, especially in dark mode. You have to go light. Even light, that hurt my eyes. But yeah, sorry if that hurt your eyes also. But yeah, it's right here in CoinMarketCap. It's right here, kind of hidden away. What's booming up today? Infinite Up IUP. Huh. Something's going on with this. It's getting pumped up for something. I'm assuming somebody's doing a fake pump to try to, like, somebody pumped it up to here, then everybody else took it there, and the people that pumped it up here are selling off right around here. Because you do see a little bit of a shoulder, head, and shoulders right here, which could cause this to drop down even further, which not be a good thing. So be careful of this one. But, you know, but yeah, overall, that's where the search bar is. No, mine is just completely slow over there. Oh. Huh. I don't know. Maybe try CoinGecko, but I don't know. Or maybe just reset your computer or something like that. Not reset the computer, but reset Windows, Google Chrome. Maybe that'll help. But or open up a new incognito tab and see if you're able to find the old way there. That may be a short-term solution, but I'm not entirely sure. That may be interesting. Losing a search bar is never fun. Yeah, we should be fine for now. What are we at? 5-minute chart. Still looking okay. Still looking like we can hold off on the 20 still bounce stuff. But man, this is getting annoying. We all want to watch this breakout, right? Hey Gets 10, excuse me. Hope we have a nice green day today. We're all on the profits. Same, man. I really do appreciate it. I hope we all are having a very, very, very good green day today. So far, we're up a little bit. So far. I had to use CoinGecko. The font is too small. Ooh, that's, yeah. They're okay, but yeah, I do understand about the font. It can be very, very annoying. Let's see. There we go. Okay. A green day to all cap money? Exactly. That's what we're hoping for at the moment, at least. It's going to take some time, guys, but it's worth waiting for. I mean, we'll probably be sleeping, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, everybody. I think I'm going to call it a night today, guys. Look for a breakout possibly in the next few hours or so if you guys are able to stay up that long. I got to take my dog out before it pees again in my place and maybe poops again in my place. And then I'm going to make some dinner because I haven't had dinner yet today. And then I'm going to end up passing out so I can make some videos for you guys tomorrow. I'm probably going to try to wake up around 10 o'clock because I'm not going to trade anything in the morning unless I get an AMG alert. But I will... What am I going to do? I'm going to try to start posting some videos about options flow in real time. So if there's anything crazy going on in the market, maybe I'll make a shorts video. And those shorts videos usually have some pretty good views return. So I'll make a few shorts tomorrow, possibly up to 10 shorts. So get ready for a lot of breakout possibility videos, okay? And I think we'll be pretty good. But yeah, it's gonna break out. But yeah, I gotta go. So I hope you guys have a very, very good rest of your night. And if you guys can, please consider giving it a like and please consider subscribing to the channel, as I do appreciate it a lot, everybody. Thanks again, and have a very, very good rest of your night.